You know what I'm saying? It's February.
Yeah,
What day is
shit.
it?
Yeah,
Man,
exactly. Shit. It might be Friday. It might be a lot of shit be coming out Friday. A lot of shit come out Friday
nah, I
this
mean,
week. I think Dreams come out. I mean, Dreams is something. All that Dark Siders. Let me get that Dark Siders. Get that shit.
you copping dreams, bro?
I already copped it, so I already got it.
Oh,
Basically,
what?
I think if you bought it already, you get it free.
Uh,
Yeah.
I ain't bought it yet. You know me, man. I don't buy shit until it comes out officially.
Yeah, I know.
It don't make no sense.
I wanted to make
And,
a. I'm thinking about on trying to make an anime or something with it, nigga, but that shit is that shit is time consuming as fuck.
oh, I'm sure. Unless you cold with it, unless you know
Yeah,
the ins and outs. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah. If you know
mean?
the ins and outs, then it is what it is. What's up, Tech? Huh? Oh shit. Hold on, let me.
Oh, should we lie?
Yeah, we live. Let me put the stream up. Shit.
Uh,
Let me put the pop out up. No, it's this one. Copy, nigga. Copy. Ooh,
bro, it's so weird hearing yourself talk, bro.
it is. Are you talking about you can hear yourself talk?
No, no, I'm just saying it's weird as fuck hearing yourself talk. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, it is. It is.
I haven't done videos in a minute, but when I was doing videos, every time I finish doing it, I gotta listen it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch it back to make sure it's cool before I. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you gotta proof your material before you put it on. And it should be wild. And sometimes I was like, man, I can't stand listening to myself. I don't know how y'all do it. What's up, Marcus?
This is all wrong. There we
What's
go.
up, Jay? Stardust.
What's up, y'all niggas? Just let me get let me get this shit all fixed up, nigga. We good? You know what I'm saying? Oh, there it go. There it go. All right. All right, there. Fuck. Nigga, let's get to it. We thought we would do a Tuesday at the table for you niggas. It's a new name I thought of when I wrote it and asked these niggas, nigga, Tuesday at the table, nigga. Because, I mean, it's a lot of denial going on. There's a lot of anger being aimed at the wrong people. You know, we told y'all niggas, Phil Spencer told y'all, I don't know where the surprise is coming from, but Microsoft is leaving the console space as far
Well,
as I think it's
actually, let me
go,
propose this to you because this
go,
might be possible.
go,
All right.
go, nigga, go.
All right.
What
Say
how?
say they don't. No. Say they don't leave the console market,
Mhm.
but instead their console will become like a Steam box, basically. You know what I mean? They'll have a little because look at the X series. It's on its way there, bro. They have a slot for the disc,
Mhm.
but realistically, bro, we ain't talking about no games.
Mhm.
A disc is so you could put a game into that. You know what I'm saying a disc slot that's for a game to go in because there's no other reason unless you motherfuckers watching DVDs out here. Then I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all, but I don't. I play games. That slot is strictly for games. You know what I'm saying? In the
Mhm.
first 2 years, you ain't gonna see no games. That means that first 2 years, that slot's only used for DVDs and third-party games. That's what it's used for,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But they could do it every 2 years. Every
Mhm.
2 years they could do it. They've been doing it for every 2 years already.
They have.
And the other day, I saw this shit on Twitter, and a dude was trying to justify that by saying, "Well, what about Sony? They did the same thing. They came out with the regular PlayStation 4, the Slim, and then the Pro." I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, but the Slim and the regular PlayStation is the same shit. It's just over a few years, you know, could do something a little smaller
Right.
using the same motherfucking parts.
Right.
They're the same shit. They don't improve on. I mean, I'm pretty sure because 2 years went by, they improve on some shit, but it's not like a upgrade.
Mhm.
It's just the same shit. It just might work a little bit better because of a few years gone by. It's not the same shit. But them with their console is a different story. Every 2 years, a console come out a little bit better than the one before. As Craig would say, a little bit more, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, so every 2 years. So they might not leave the
Yes.
console market. Instead, they might double down on it, which is insane. They'll do it every 2 years.
Hey, they might. They might, and that might be why he said that we're not going to come out with games made for the Series X in 2 years because in 2 years they gonna have a new motherfucking console. I don't know. What I do know is I believe but I'm thinking it's even worse than what we thought it was. I'm thinking
I mean, what you mean, Zelda? My phone and my TV is Samsung. I love
Eh,
Samsung shit. I ain't
okay,
gonna front. I love
me
me some
too.
Samsung
Me
shit.
too. And nigga, I'm a Samsung person. I think it's like I said before. I don't know where I was at. I don't know if I said on the roundtable last time about Microsoft trying to block Sony out of the phone business. Like them going to Samsung. I wonder if PS Now will be allowed to be on a Samsung phone now since they got a partnership. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
ask
Hmm.
you a question,
You
Flash.
don't announce an
Flash,
app. You don't
question.
announce an app partnership. There's been apps on these cell phones for a minute. A partnership is different than just putting some software on the phone. Who's
I
that?
don't
Flash,
think this. I
let me
don't
ask
think
you a
this is the
question.
Who that?
case.
Who that? Who that? Who's this?
It's Josh.
Oh, nigga, your shit is beyond low, nigga. That's why I didn't know who it was. I'm like, well, let me see who this
I didn't
is.
even hear this motherfucker.
Hell yeah, this shit is super low, my guy.
It
Yeah,
sounded like you were screaming at me from outside my window
yeah.
Can you hear me?
with my windows up. I can't hear a
Is
damn
is
thing.
it better?
It's a little bit better.
I mean, shit. My TV, my phone, and my fucking refrigerator is
Yeah,
Samsung.
talk now, nigga.
Thank God for rice eaters. Yeah, I am.
All right.
All
What
right,
about
go ahead.
now? Is
They
it
Go ahead.
make
better?
Go ahead. Go
they
ahead.
make
What's
the
up?
best shit.
Hey, I'm low
I
too.
want to ask you a
Hold on,
question.
hold on. Am I low, chat, nigga? Go ahead.
Nigga, I can hear you just fine, bro.
You know the chat. You know how
This
this
guy yelling.
Discord.
I gotta be a nigga
I
today.
can hear. I can hear Thrash fine. I can't hear you, JD. JD.
My question, I'll fix it. My question. I saw your video, and you mentioned about Sony
Is he
jumping
talking or
into.
does he have like a TV show on in the background?
Why is
It sounds
Discord
like you have
fucked?
a TV
It's
show in the
Discord,
background,
bro.
guys.
It's Discord.
I can't even hear you, bro.
I gotta keep unplugging and plugging my shit in until it start working.
Am
A little bit better.
That's a little bit. That's the old you.
I better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, it's a little
Damn,
bit better.
now you doing too
Now you
much.
too loud.
Bring it down. Just
Yeah.
bring it down to like a level.
See, I don't know what to say.
There
All
we
right, go
go.
ahead.
Perfect. Right
Go
there.
ahead.
Right
Go
there.
ahead. Just run with that. Go ahead.
All right, what about now?
We good. We good. We good right here.
All right.
Can y'all hear him? I can hear him. Can y'all hear him? I'm talking to the chat.
Yeah,
So
we
I
can
got
hear
a
you.
question.
Go ahead.
You mentioned about Sony buying Gaikai, which we already knew,
Right.
right?
Right.
What if they bought Gaikai to stop the streaming? Like you know, in the auto industry, they already have electric cars,
God
but
damn.
these other people bought the electric cars so they won't catch on.
Uh-huh.
What if
No, but you talking about they bought Guy Kai to stop streaming?
they bought Gaikai so no one else would buy them or invest in it like that?
I mean,
Because they were
nah.
looking for Gaikai was looking for Samsung first.
This nigga is at the gym. Nah, nigga. I mean, nah. I mean, it's possible, but then they wouldn't want to use Gaikai for no reason. They tried to push Gaikai exactly how Gaikai was advertising itself. It put itself on. I mean, it fucking was on a Samsung TV before they bought the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what they did. They were notice that it was only available on Samsung TVs when they did the shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this stupid ass shit. So, nah, I think it's more of Microsoft winning a partnership with Samsung. That's different than just putting out an app. You
I
know what I'm
feel like
saying?
in this scenario, Microsoft needs Samsung more than Samsung needs Microsoft. Let me explain. I'm not saying like
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft need them to survive or anything like that. No,
Right, right.
Microsoft are fine on their own. They balling like a motherfucker. It's not that. I'm saying within this business venture,
Uh-huh.
right? Microsoft need them
Yo,
more than they
damn.
need Microsoft, right?
Um,
Because think about it, Samsung is already Samsung. Half the population that are using phone is using a Samsung. The other half is using an iPhone. That's the game, baby. Well, all right, maybe about 90% of the world, right, is split between iPhone and Samsung, and about that other 10% is using all this other
right.
goofy shit that no one else is using. Let's be real, right? That's
Well, it's
that's
always
that's
gonna
what
be
it's
a
looking
battle though. Like, I mean,
like. Right. But
them.
but
They
see,
said
here's the
they're
thing though.
battling. They're
But see,
battling.
here's the thing though. When we talk about Microsoft trying to bring gaming
Uh-huh.
to seven quote unquote bunny ears, all that bullshit, right?
Right.
They talk about 7 billion people, which means they need that Samsung audience because realistically, about what 3 billion of that of the population is probably using a Samsung, right?
Hey, hold on,
Probably.
hold
The
on. How's
other 3
that?
billion is probably using the iPhone.
True. What's up, y'all? Hold on, let me fixing my voice too. Is my shit loud enough? Chat, fuck niggas now or nah? I've
Oh, look,
been
I hear him just
I
fine, man.
raised.
Y'all
I
shit
know it's
fucked
this.
up and
It's because Discord and I'm dealing with OBS and Discord at the same time. You know what I'm
Find like a
saying?
different medium or something. Like this shit be fucked up.
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know what. Like I don't like everybody's using Discord, but like, is there somebody else, something else? Because this should be fucking up constant.
Nah, it's good. Now, yeah, you gotta keep. I know how to fix it. It's whatever, man. Fuck this shit.
And no, nigga, I was not at
realistically,
the gym. You fuck.
realistically, I mean, Samsung could. I mean, I see you, Iron Fist, but I'm just saying, realistically, Sony don't have to partner with nobody. They make their own phones. It's just their phone's garbage. They need to step their phone game up.
Yeah, I mean,
What they need to
but
Whoa,
do.
Micro,
whoa, whoa,
but
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Microsoft,
whoa! They're not garbage.
they is,
All right, well, no,
Microsoft,
not garbage. They mediocre. How
they
about
not,
that?
they not.
They're
You
not. It's
right, you
not even
right.
mediocre. It's just that they don't advertise their shit,
No,
and you
No,
need billions upon billions of dollars to even
no.
get
In
noticed.
reality, nigga, it's the brand.
mhm,
The brand isn't good enough. Like the brand in cell
Right.
phones ain't good enough. Kind of like
It's not good.
Microsoft
It's
with
right,
not good
Xbox.
enough. Period.
right.
Yeah, the brand.
It
It's the
don't matter
brand.
what they could
Because
put. They could
back,
put like unless even if they come out with a phone that's 400. Like even Google has problems with their phone being $400. People still buying $1,200 phones.
Right.
It's the brand that's fucked up.
No, yeah. I
you
mean,
know,
I mean,
iPhone killed the game, right, when they came out.
right. They killed. They
That's what
fuck. They shook everything when they came out. They
because
shook
before the
everything.
iPhone, yeah, before the iPhone, there was like the Wild West. There's all kinds of phone companies out there.
Right.
There's Motorola's that no one really fuck with, and now they're trying to come back with this new, smartphone version of the Razr or whatever. See what happens with that
Mm-hmm.
shit. Samsung's still out there. LG's out there. A lot of people still out there in the game, but no one really
LG
talk
got
about them.
fucked up. LG got fucked up.
But you
LG
know,
is
but
like,
HTC's out there. No one talk about them either.
yeah, Droid. You remember Droid when it first came out? Yo, Droid was kicking ass. There was no Samsung back then, and then all of a sudden Samsung came out. Well, I think with the OLED,
Or
and then everybody started picking that one.
Samsung was
Well,
smart with
Samsung is one of
theirs.
those few tech
Yeah.
companies that was able to like understand and take a grasp of the situation when iPhone first came out.
Right. There
Everyone
was.
else didn't. Everyone else had to like catch up, but they was already there too. That's why they,
You gotta be smart because I mean I'll give you a little history. I'm being honest. Sony came out with like a smart phone type thing first. They had that Ericsson shit back in the day,
Right.
yeah, Sony Ericsson.
but they
No, that's
dropped
what I'm
it. But
saying though. But during
they
that era, the Sony Ericsson, that's not really a smartphone, right? Is that quasi era
no,
between
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm
right.
right. The
But
thing
see,
is, when it
just think
went to
about it. During
smartphones,
that
then
time, who else
iPhone
had
took that
those type
shit.
of phones though? Who
You
else
know,
have those?
Apple.
LG's have those. Samsung had those. You know what I'm
You got
saying?
Huawei, you
I
got
think
Like
it was
a
the
lot of companies
abilities
had
though.
those.
Apple had the abilities like you can go online and zoom in on shit on articles, read articles by scrolling with your fingers, and they on top of that had the iPod success. You know what I'm saying? So they was already making
right.
their way into the game. You basically had a cell phone, then you had an iPod at the same time, then you had the App Store come out, which blew up for them, and then the rest is fucking history.
It
And
Microsoft
you know
was a
got
what's
lot. It was a
crazy?
lot
Microsoft
of
got left behind
with
too. Microsoft got
And you know what's
destroyed by
crazy?
that.
Ain't none of they say this shit cheap. They shit
well.
expensive as
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
fuck.
Here's the thing.
Son.
But
Like,
here's
it
the
ain't
thing though.
even
Here's the thing though. For Samsung, they had to do this in a roundabout way. So what Samsung was doing is going to people that were doing blogs and up now YouTube, and they were paying them to review their shit crazy, like push their shit. And word of mouth happened with Galaxy phones, and still to this day, people would give a Galaxy phone because Samsung is paying them shits.
Yeah, but
I
look,
mean, that's the name of the game because you can't fight Apple, even with all those billions of dollars that they spent. Apple's still on top
but what's going on right
with their
now?
worst phone.
So how is this going to help Microsoft?
Okay, so let me put my input in there because I have like a limited time to
you
be
got
here,
two
and
more
my
reps to
phone's
go.
all
Yeah, I
fucked
feel
up.
you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shut up. I was. So what? So what? But
I'm just
they
hating
keep
because I
saying
haven't
this. They
working
keep
out in like weeks.
they keep saying like 7 billion people, and I rack my brain around this shit, and we all know that 7 billion people is impossible. So I think what they're trying to position themselves as, because I think when it comes to what's his name, Phil Spencer, he's on his last fucking leg. He didn't pull out all the little tricks that he could possibly pull, and now he's trying to move over the cloud altogether. He wants to get out of this shit as badly as possible, or else he won't have a job. So he wants to
Well,
find a way to work it to keep his job.
I mean,
So
but I mean,
I
at the
think he's
end of
just
the day,
talking
I
about
can't
cloud
blame him.
infrastructure.
I
You're right. I can't blame him either. I mean, it's business. What he's trying to do is just really position the cloud service. That's what he's trying to do, not for gaming in general. Because I'm sorry, Amazon and Google, because remember, Sony was going to go to Amazon for their cloud service.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a big competitor. So what they're probably trying to position themselves for is if anybody wanted to have a cloud service or use their Azure shit, they want to position themselves to be known. And that's really all it is to it.
But what if they go in with Samsung to help to make phones for them from now on and just have an Xbox, either have an Xbox phone or just have it to where they exclusively are on Samsung and no other streaming service is allowed on there on a Samsung phone. So that takes out half of what the cell phone market is.
Apple is not going to want, Apple does not want no other cloud service. Because I think they have a stake in that shit too.
What up,
They don't
Turo?
want that shit.
No,
They don't
Apple.
want that shit. So it's kind of hard to ask.
Well, Apple is already working on their own streaming shit, right?
That's why they don't want Microsoft to be on their system anywhere. I think this is something that they had no choice in. They would like to put it everywhere because Microsoft wanted to put this shit there. They only chose Samsung.
But how are you going to if you couldn't balance gaming and consoles alone with the Xbox and come out with games consistently at a high level? What the fuck are you going to do with cell phones? I mean,
here's the thing. Just like Sony positioned their car, Sony's not making cars, but they want other technologies to be known. This is the same situation, I believe, at least, is what they're trying to do. It's not just gaming. They're doing this cloud shit. That's what they're positioning.
No, they've always been doing that.
But I know, but it's really, really pushing it for all purpose, is what I'm saying. This is a cloud war at this point in time, and Apple don't want anybody else's shit on their stuff. So I think that's what it boiled down to.
Well, they want to make it.
And Phil Spencer don't want to lose his job.
Well, they want to make it a cloud war. See, that's the thing. Like this war shit, it pushes sales. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to buy into the war. That's what we do with this console shit. The console war, it's a war that you have to buy into. You know what I'm saying? Because if a nigga's talking console war shit and ain't got no console, niggas gonna look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right?
But I hate this. I hate reading this shit on Twitter. I hate seeing this shit on YouTube where people pretend that they don't care about this fucking war shit and that they're just gamers. You do. I don't care. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you're on Twitter and you got to make a comment, then you care. Like I hate to see niggas say, niggas, y'all over here arguing over a piece of plastic. I'm like, nigga, why the fuck are you even?
Why are you even
reading my comments?
Okay, so you have two game consoles. How come you're not playing both of them, one or the other? Right. Instead of why are you on Twitter?
Right. But I'm thinking, bro. I'm telling you, I am thinking that this the last. I mean, I've already said this the last Xbox, and it's not even gonna be a real Xbox, bro. They're gonna come out with a couple games to keep Game Pass people happy because they see that they can come out with bullshit and they be happy. I haven't seen no Xbox nigga complain about motherfucking Crackdown 3 because they got it for $1, right? Or they got it even for $9 if they paid that. They're not gonna complain over the fucking bullshit that they've been getting. Nigga, Gears 5 is such a motherfucking atrocity in comparison to what Gears is, and in comparison to what Gears represented for Xbox last generation. Like Gears was one of those when it came out, it was one of the best games at that time when it came out. You know what I'm saying? For whatever time it was out, just like Halo.
Trendsetter.
Yeah, and now it's just still floating above water.
Gears 4 and 5 sell any better than 1, 2, and 3?
No, I don't think so.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. I gotta describe the motherfucking what we talking about and shit. I'm all up here assuming and shit. The nigga vid kid like Xbox joining Samsung. Look, today there was a cell phone convention, I guess, and Samsung announced a partnership with Xbox, right? So the Xbox X Cloud is gonna be more than likely able to be done either streamed across all phones. We don't know exactly what the partnership entails, but I know that it's more than just a simple app on a phone because there's plenty of apps on phones. There's plenty of streaming services on phone. It don't mean they got a partnership. It's just an app that's there. But when you're in a partnership, that means you both sides have an agreement, and both sides have an agreement on how they're gonna make money on whatever they agreed upon. So I'm not sure how it's working, but I do know that Microsoft seems to be making more noise with cell phones and PC than console that I've ever seen Xbox get in its life, my nigga. Real shit. I ain't never seen them niggas come announce a console and then in the same year say they're not supporting the console for 2 years. Say that they're not even competing in the consoles against other consoles. Put everything on PC and do this cell phone partnership. I mean, if niggas can't figure out what the fuck is going on, I don't know what to tell niggas no more. I don't even know what to tell niggas no more. I gotta put source or leak. I'm saying it's over. It's a wrap. They bought all these companies that these niggas was cheering over, dog. All these motherfuckers, Ninja Theory and all that they was cheering on. Oh, they bought this studio and that studio, nigga. You know why? What the main reason why they did that shit? So they can have the best games. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers got to realize they know they cannot defeat the talent of Sony and even fucking Nintendo. But in cell phones, if you look at what games are being made there, these niggas that they picked up can run shit on cell phones. You know what I'm saying? They'll be putting out the best shit on cell phone. This nigga State of Decay will be one of the top games on a cell phone, bro. Think about it.
Because the market is garbage on the cell phone.
Right? They don't give a fuck on a cell phone base, and they don't got games like that. And I remember Phil Spencer saying that he wants to bring the console quality games on any device. Console quality, not console games, but console quality on any device. So he went and picked up some people who do console games. And it could be a double A fucking at max double A. A double A on consoles is a triple A on PC and cell phones because fuck PC. Fucking weak ass niggas. I'm just being. Think about it though. I mean, Gears 5. What's better than Gears 5 on a cell phone? You know, like Gears 5 is
Minecraft.
Nigga, I'm talking about better, nigga. Like as far as quality goes, nigga. I know what you mean. I'm not talking about more money, nigga.
You mean like voice acting?
No, I mean like
quality.
Minecraft, motherfucker. I bet you motherfuckers on a cell phone would love them some Minecraft.
Nigga, that shit is a cell phone quality game. Nigga, Gears 5 is a console quality game, and there ain't nothing looking better on a cell phone than Gears. You know what I'm saying?
They bought all these developers that were small developers because guess what? You can't have a subscription services with long, drawn-out games. They want that shit quick.
Who said?
Let me ask y'all this, man. Which one of y'all seeing yourself carrying around a man purse to hold your controller and your
not me
for your
nobody. I would never game on a cell phone to begin with, bro. It's just bad quality.
50 million people do it with Switch. 50 million people do it with Switch. They carry a
exactly 50 million do it with the Switch.
With the Switch, you
know why? Because it's a Switch.
Yes.
And guess what? They
walk
around with it.
Should I pause?
Not really. It's borderline.
Yeah, I mean, safe. I got home. Safe.
Look, I mean, if you think about what it is, if you think about what it does, Microsoft know they don't have strength in this section, in this category. Phil turns around, says that they're not competing with consoles no more. They're going to compete with Amazon and Google. Amazon and Google put out nothing but garbage games, and they have nothing in comparison to what the Xbox has. In comparison, they want to be the leading. That's what they selling to these cell phones. That's what they sold to Samsung. When they went to Samsung, that was like, look at what those games are. We are the lead. We are the leaders in this bitch. As far in comparison to Amazon and Apple, your competitors, Amazon and Apple. Let's get together and do this. And I think they tried to do it with PlayStation, but Sony didn't like something. You know what I'm saying?
This is really putting me in a predicament because Hellblade, right? Hellblade 2, is that available on a Samsung?
It's gonna be available on a Samsung phone.
Oh shit! Then I don't even have to cop an Xbox. I just play that shit on my phone. I guess.
Or a PC, but I would rather not stream it though, nigga. That's my thing. I'm not streaming shit. I can't.
Does it have to be streamed?
Yeah. How else? Yes. How else? How else?
Hmm.
How else?
Hmm.
Nigga, you downloading that shit? Nigga, the 100 something motherfucking gigs. Shit. Nigga, how else? You know what I'm saying? But again,
Oh
cell phone
shit.
players don't give a fuck about that type. Well, they kind of do. They don't know whether or not the cell phone people don't give a fuck or not. They don't know. I mean, this is still a broken market. This is a market that they don't know. They just saying a number because of how many people it's available to. But at the same time, nigga, I don't think that cell phone gamers are going to want to pay a subscription. And what's scary is they might not have to if they got a partnership with Samsung. Maybe if you got a Samsung phone, it should come free with Samsung, and they're trying to get microtransactions off of them because we all know cell phone gamers are the Microsoft kings. I'm starting to think everything is going to be free, even online, because
Hey,
they
I
know
agree with
cell phone
I
niggas. Yeah,
was it I Akumu. I agree, man. I think cell phones is a different market than console
yeah,
market,
it
man.
is way
I
different.
mean, I don't think just because they have like decent console games doesn't mean it's going to like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. I'm thinking it's going to
It
be
doesn't mean
free.
it'll just be able to just hop onto the cell phone game and be just as good. Like that, I mean,
Think about it,
motherfuckers
dog.
been in the cell phone game has been in the cell phone game. They know what they doing out there.
Right.
The type of money they making from it, they got it down to a science, literally, to get a motherfuckers money out here. You
Nigga,
know what
you
I
got
mean?
you got
I
apps that
think
make $1 million a day out there, bro.
fam, and that's what Microsoft looking at.
Yeah,
But just because, look, I mean, I could see Forza working very well though on a cell phone. I could see a racing game doing well.
I can't let that sharp turn come up and you turn and that motherfucker don't turn the time you want to turn.
No, but think about it. Just easy mode for kids and shit.
No, that's what I think though.
Get
I
that
think
shit
they're gonna
effort,
start designing games for cell phones, bro. They're gonna start designing
bro.
games for cell phones.
Bro, kids like fiend off of the type of shit. But imagine playing Forza to where you can like upgrade your car, but everything costs like something. And then you have to steal your dad's credit card, buy $700 worth of shit to you know what I'm saying, set up your motherfucking car on Forza
Mm-hmm.
on your phone.
Mm-hmm. I
You
mean,
feel me?
it'll
Like
be nice. It's attractive.
I can see Forza working though. I can
It's
see Forza
attractive.
working. I don't actually see Gears working. Maybe Halo would work, maybe, but I don't see Gears working because first of all, Gears uh it's a specific audience, guys.
I mean, like
I
I
mean,
said,
it's not
it can't
gonna like
have
translate to everybody.
it can't have complex button presses. Cause these cell phone niggas are not gonna walk around with a fucking controller, bro. They're not gonna do it. They not. Cell phone niggas do not. Cell phone gamers do not walk around with big shit, nigga. And females ain't putting shit in their purses. They already got enough shit in their shit. Tampons and shit. Nigga, 2 condoms left. Like them. Like it's just like they carrying different shit around, bro. And I don't think. I mean, that's attractive for console gamers, right? Because you're like, oh, you got the comfort of these controllers you're familiar with. Cell phone niggas is used to touchscreen shit, which it will come with that touchscreen shit. But the problem with that is the how complex a controller and button presses are, man. You got the trigger button, grenade button, look button, walk
Yes, but that's why
button. You know,
but that's why you wear a controller around your neck like game.
I don't think that. I don't think. I'm telling you, nigga, cell phone gamers, bro, they are not into all the extra shit. That's why they play simple games. They're not into the extra.
Exactly.
You know
But
what I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm saying. It's a whole different market. It's not going to
Yeah.
work out the way they think it is.
No,
Or maybe
unless they making cell phone games. Unless they're making cell
yeah,
phone type
or they
games.
make cell phone levels type of game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the only way. It's the only way it's gonna
Or
make sense.
every two moves you make, you need to pay $1.99 or some bullshit to get a crate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah. And
you
them
might
niggas will
get some
pay
shit
it.
out of that crate.
And them
Yeah.
niggas will pay it. They get like real shit. Them niggas will pay that shit. They trying to find new and complex ways to make a game look beautiful on a cell phone,
Bruh,
and then have some stupid ass difficulty
bruh,
walls. It's crazy.
my brother said he played this golf game, cause
Mm-hmm.
and there's like actual tournaments and shit, and motherfuckers pay thousands of dollars
Bruh,
an app on your phone, guys. He said his homie like that works with him paid like $14,000 so far
bruh.
for just shit in that game,
And,
like
and you know what's making it beautiful?
a whole vehicle, son.
You know,
$14,000.
you know what makes it beautiful? Cause they can charge your phone bill, my nigga. Like you don't even got to put money. You don't have to pull out no fucking card. It could just be added to your phone bill. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm I don't like
Oh, it
when
just comes with the subscription.
yeah or that. like the way I see it, nigga, is that Xbox niggas like really
You know,
need to be more vocal on this shit. They keep trying to like make it okay. Oh, Sony's not doing it. We're not talking about Sony right now, my guy. We're talking about your games. Oh, they bought all these motherfucking nigga, but they just said they're not competing. Do you know what that means? Like the main point that people said they wanted Microsoft and Xbox to stay in the console space was for the competition for Sony, so Sony don't get complacent and shit. You know what I'm saying?
hey, have you looked up what type of games Stadia makes? Like Stadia owns and
I think it's only
not
one,
not
right?
other people's games.
Nothing, because there's nothing released yet, Royal.
What's up, nigga?
Nothing at all. There's
No,
What
no
up,
there's
boys?
no
no, they got Guilt,
there's
don't they?
no anything. There's no anything at all.
Guilt.
No, they got,
No actual studios. Remember, Jade Raymond was the first chick to go online, or not go online, fucking say for the company that fucking she was opening up an actual studio
So
dedicated to
so
Stadia
so
IPs.
so Amazon do though, right? Amazon has some, right?
Amazon does, correct? Yeah, but
Okay,
they did
okay.
what
What
Microsoft
type of
did
games
too as well.
do those look like right now?
I don't know, like they're coming up for PC only, I guess.
I'm saying the quality of them. Do they look
Oh,
like
I don't know.
the type of compelling games that we would fuck with? I mean, like all of us, and each one of us have different tastes, but within the three of us, there's enough of different tastes. Trust me, Fatal's in the building, so you know it's a different taste.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
So you already know the three of us don't really agree on certain types of games. This motherfucker Thrash over here play all kinds of turn based, and I'm like, you could do that, bro. I'm a go ahead, hop on this other game. I mean, we
Yeah.
agree on some and not on other. As far as the games you've seen on there, you think we would fuck with those like that?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that breeds all kind of confidence right now.
It is.
And that's the type of competition Xbox wanna fuck with right now. A company with no studios.
I see your point. I see your
a company with no studios, and another one with studios that we are very unsure of because we are unsure of them. We don't know shit about these motherfuckers, and we don't know the quality of their games, right?
And that gives
not even
Microsoft
bring
that
into the
leading
streaming
edge.
and all that bullshit, right? So if they're saying those are their competition, that's what their competition look like. You do not want it with Nintendo and PlayStation. That's just the truth. You do not want it with them. As you can see from this generation, you do not want it with them when it comes to these games, because I guess both of them have a legacy at this point that's hard to beat. They keep it a balance. I want to say like a portion, like a large percentage of Nintendo hype is just from that legacy alone.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't fuck with them, man. Like you go ahead and move on to these other motherfuckers. That's your lane.
So you believe so you believe Microsoft is gone then?
I do, but I don't think they would drop out of consoles immediately. I think they'll just still make one every 2 years, matter of fact. I mean, and motherfuckers who's gonna buy it's gonna just buy it for like $500-$600, and every 2-3 years they'll come out with a machine that's a little bit stronger to make sure that if they want to chase the power narrative, they still could.
So what? So what do they mean by not competing with PlayStation no more?
Well, they're not competing.
So what?
I mean, think about this. Think about this, right? Think about this. What does PlayStation and Nintendo do basically? As PlayStation specifically, not Sony, because Sony does other shit, right? We're talking about in the gaming space. PlayStation, right? PlayStation and Nintendo, they are hardware manufacturers, right? Well, developers, not so much manufacturers. They pay other motherfuckers to do that.
Right.
But they develop hardware and they sell software. They publish software as well, right? They do both of those things. So if you are doing those things and someone is no longer your competition in that, what does that mean? They are not doing these things. But it doesn't mean they have to quit both. They can still do one and not the other. As you can still clearly see right now, they're still doing consoles. But when was the last time you see like a compelling title from them anymore? You could bring up Gears 5, but damn, what's really good with Gears 5?
Gears fell off. Gears fell off.
See, what's really good with Gears 5? Like it ain't nothing good with Gears 5. That's what's going on right now. It's just their foothold in the console market is not as strong as people thought it was. If you could establish a dominance, like carve out a niche of your own in the console market, you would have had lasting power. But you don't. Yeah, that's just the bottom line, man. Like sometimes a lot of things people will say back and forth between like an Xbox dude and a PlayStation dude. It's all fun and game, but that's just the realness of it. PlayStation, Nintendo been around for too long and affect us since we were children. We know about them.
Right.
Yep.
And that's just the facts of the matter. The legacy they have is too strong. You can't fuck with them at their own game. This is their own game, gaming. You know what I mean? And Xbox is basically it came from a place where Microsoft feel like they have to make certain moves. So they just made a move and made Xbox. That's just really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where they came from. It's not their bread and butter at all.
Nope.
What about you,
How they gonna survive in this game? It's kind of like this, man. It's kind of like a dude who practiced martial arts in one form of martial arts and then they go into UFC, like a Muay Thai dude. Like he's real cold with Muay Thai. But he goes into UFC and his whole life he only fought Muay Thai dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
He knows exactly what to do. But then he came in here, this motherfucker's grabbing at his foot and twisting it. You know what I'm saying? The fuck out of nowhere. That's basically what he's in. It doesn't mean that Microsoft and Xbox is terrible at everything. It's just they can't do it in this game, and there's too many veterans in it, and they cold. Like you can't fuck with them.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
Okay. What about you? What about you, white boy? What you got? What you think?
I got
what do you
nothing
think
to say after fucking hearing Royal's fucking epic long speech. Literally, I have nothing to say, bro. Because he like, yo, the more I sat back and the more I thought about what he was saying to me, man, yeah, what am I supposed to say to that?
Yeah, real shit.
Like, how am I supposed to fucking DC any of that? I can't. Because that is what they're doing, man. Like, they're just going into a market that has yet to adapt, but they have an actual edge by releasing their fucking first-party shit, mobile devices, carry on, fucking whatever.
Right.
Fuck Xbox. Moving on.
Right. Basically.
Moving on.
I still want to play Hellblade 2, though. I'm still hyped for that. I want to play that.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
I still believe in that game because I ain't gonna front. But everything else, you can miss me with everything else.
I'll wait till they come to the Switch 2.0 or some
Mm.
shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think it'll come to place. I promise you. I think all their games will go to wherever they get permission to go to. I believe that. I really do. Because the Xbox isn't going to sell well, bro. The Xbox isn't going to sell well.
I think
it's not going to sell for shite, bro.
It's not going to sell well at all, bro. I mean, it's just too many different options. I mean, and cell phones are now a new option. Because I guarantee you they're going to have Series X bullshit on there, too. Because all they got to do is stream it. No power is needed, bro. Like, if you're streaming something, all the power is where they streaming it from at. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta have is a good internet connection.
Yo, is this power of the cloud fucking direction that fucking Microsoft is going, man? Is that shit gonna be just as fake as fucking Crackdown's fucking cloud shit?
Yes and no. They got too ambitious with Crackdown. I mean, Crackdown. They said that they were gonna have 8-9 servers per game, like per session. But then they didn't think about the millions of people that be playing at the same time. Like it's just impossible. So.
And Fatal, I'm saying this not to hurt your feelings, Fatal, but I'm gonna be really honest with you. I almost want to bet money that Battletoads is coming on that bitch on the Samsung phone, baby. You gonna be playing that bitch on the Samsung
hey, if it goes, then it goes.
Because that's built like it's like that, man. It's looking like one of those games that's going to do that.
Don't care.
You know
I promise you, nigga. That's probably. I mean, if you notice, they slowly.
If it is, hey, awesome. If it is, whatever.
They slowly started. They started transitioning into this cartoon phase. If you haven't noticed, every game they come out with less and less realistic and more cartoony because that's more easier to process.
For your ass, right? Mm-hmm. Got all kind of dear ass for your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft's been in that field for far too long, though, man.
No, because that's the field they want to go to. They want their Xbox crowd to come over. Ultimately, they're gonna want Xbox Live owners. They want them fans to go on their phones.
I mean, you bring up a good point though, Fresh, because like you're saying about they want the crowd to go to them, right? But yet, doesn't anybody fucking on the Xbox side like not agreeing with this direction at all, or fucking like what?
It's
what's the deal with that?
It's like I said, bro. These niggas are too fucking quiet, bro. Like they too busy.
But they don't even buy shit though. They don't even play anything that Microsoft.
It's all about the argument.
Sea of Thieves.
It's all about the argument, and they're finding out now that they're not gonna be able to argue for much longer. They're not going to be able. You can't argue this shit. I had niggas tell me, but Sony has an app on cell phones. See, look, I'm like, where in the what the fuck? I'm not what the. I could barely even reply to this dumb nigga. It was so stupid because it's like, bruh, Xbox had apps on cell phones. My nigga, nobody was saying shit. Right now, Microsoft is saying that they're leaving the console space, my nigga, to compete with Amazon. And now they have a fucking partnership, not an app. Nigga, you don't need a partnership to do an app. This is a fucking partnership. This is something way different. And they said an Xbox partnership. And then they got this little Jordan sign. And they said, like, I think the date is for tomorrow or some shit. They got a Jordan sign with Xbox. And I'm like, I bet you that shit ain't got shit to do with games. Like they haven't talked about shit.
So the Series X is coming out, is what you're saying, but it's gonna stop after that.
You said what?
So what you're saying is once the X series come out, it's a wrap. There's no more console coming out.
No, that's it. It's gonna be the overall console. That's what I believe. I believe that it's gonna be the overall console to where they're trying to make it to where it's a digital age, to where you don't need console. They're trying to make it to where everybody doesn't make consoles no more. That's why they're trying to say, "Oh, Sony and Nintendo, they're left behind," or whatever wording he used. Like they aren't in place or whatever the fuck. Trying to say that because they're not.
Yes, sir. I believe the statement was the traditional gaming companies are out of
place.
business.
Right?
Out of position. Yes.
Out of position.
No, out of position and out of place is for two very different things.
Yeah, out of position.
When you can't find your keys, when you can't find your keys, that's
out of place until you find it.
Right?
Them niggas is
out of position. Out of position is when you're trying to throw an uppercut, but you standing way too tall and you about to get your ass knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, you go miss
because you are out of position.
And that's what he's saying.
Difference. Like that's what I'm saying. You got to look at the words.
Yes,
out of position doesn't mean out of place.
Right. Well, he's saying out of. He's saying they're out of position. So he's trying to downplay. Right. He's trying to downplay traditional consoles.
They not in the right place.
Yeah. He want them to go into that
not
position.
In that format. As in going forward, they can't be throwing those swings because they not in the right position to throw swings. And we can throw all the swings because we are in the right position.
Yeah, to what they visualize, to what they're trying to do, basically. Like they want Sony. Like they know that Sony can't compete with them. They know Nintendo can't compete with them when it comes to streaming and shit and infrastructure and all that good shit, or at least that's the perception they're trying to make. Because Sony been using Amazon for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like you can use other people's infrastructure. That's not what you truly need to run this shit. It's just that Microsoft is trying to paint that kind of picture. He's trying to paint that kind of picture because he wants them to drop everything and do the same thing, but then Microsoft will have the advantage in that situation. Because people, the perception of what type of infrastructure they have. That's all you hear Xbox niggas saying is, oh, Sony doesn't have the same infrastructure as Xbox. That's the perception. Because people think that you need that shit when you don't. It's already there, nigga. Anybody, even Microsoft is trying to sell the Azure, like, let them use that infrastructure. Like, what would stop them from doing that and then still battling them in that sense? Because Microsoft would make money, right, win, lose, or draw in this motherfucking category.
You know, lately, the more news I get, the less concerned I am. To be honest, which I know there's been a lot of concerns.
You said what? Your shit.
The more information that I've been getting from like the tidbits that we do get, that's real information. The more I get, the less I'm concerned about PlayStation. To be honest with you.
Facts.
I know there's
I'm not even concerned anymore.
I know there's a lot of negative shit out there that seems stressful about it, but to be really real with you, the more quiet they are, the less concerned I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because me and you were both in sales, right? What's the number one thing we always say? The first person who speaks loses.
Yes, that's the first person who speaks has the weakest. They're the weakest. The first ones who speak is the weakest.
They have to say something. Yeah. So you win because you know how like when you close a deal, you sit down, you're like, all right, sir, this much, and we're gonna do it for this long. Pause. As in contractually, we're doing this for 3 years, 5 years. You know what I'm saying, right? And then you pause and you look at this motherfucker in the face and you're like, "Is that good for you, sir?" And you wait for him to reply.
Right.
You don't say shit because the deal that you proposed was good, and you just sit back and you just look at this motherfucker's face. He don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. He don't say nothing. Which one of us first? If I open up my mouth and say a fucking word, that means I don't think that my deal is good enough now. I'm a bitch. I gotta sweeten this shit up so this man would say yes. Nah, fuck all that. I'm gonna sit back and look at you in the face until you were like, "Can we do a little bit cheaper?" How much cheaper? So we could do it that much cheaper. So you got a deal. It could have been that much cheaper. We just didn't say that in the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not. Because you're trying to get the most you can. Yeah, that's how it works.
Right, and that personified is basically marketing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that really is.
Mm-hmm.
How much does every motherfucker out here just hanging on? We still ain't got no information. We still ain't. Yeah, man, y'all just on the tip of your toes, just waiting on something, huh? Ain't that some shit? And I've been like predicting this shit for months. I'm like, dog, once this year hit, it's gonna be wow, and y'all ain't gonna hear shit for like months, 4 or 5 months at least. See,
I'm
and
looking
it's starting
forward to
to sink
that.
in, isn't it?
Vacation day for fucking Fiddle right there. I'm good. I'm good there.
I mean, it's starting to sink in. Y'all ain't gonna really get no information, tidbits of time until they're ready to tell you. And the reason why they ain't trying to tell y'all shit now is because just because a mother come up with a rumor, just because asking for shit doesn't mean that I tell you shit. I have a schedule. I already have this year mapped out, and just because 2, 3 motherfuckers come up on Twitter and say some shit, I have to break down this whole motherfucking plan just to tell y'all what's going on. Like, really? You know what I mean? That's why the more I look at it from a business perspective, I just see it all making sense to me. Like, you know what? It seems like they have in the bag if they this quiet, because if they was nervous, they would came out and say some shit.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
just the way I feel. Like, because I would be so nervous in a room with like 4 motherfuckers bearing down on me, and I would say something, I would lose the whole deal, or get it for way less than what I could have. You know what I mean?
Then niggas is out of position is what it is. You know, they just.
and here's the thing too, and this is what's funny about it, right? How like when that article came out and Sony's like, well, we are in competition. Well, that's basically the translation. We don't even know exactly what the motherfucker said, but they said we are in competition. They didn't name the name, they didn't say nothing. So there's certain information we cannot divulge during this time. Well, of course.
I
You were in the
mean,
market, you know what I'm saying?
I
You were in the
mean,
market, you were in competition. So I mean, you can competition with everybody who's in the same line of business you are. That's just the bottom line. I can't really divulge information now. We have, you know what I'm saying, contracts to uphold too. And you
I,
know they tight lips. See that shit?
yeah. I mean, they are. And Nintendo is, but the Japanese is tight. Is naturally tight-lipped too. They natural businessmen though. That's what it is. The Asians,
True.
period. They natural businessmen. So they know the rules of the game, just period. Like it's inherited or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they just born with the rules of the game embedded in their personalities as niggas and shit. They know what it is. Microsoft know what it is. It's just that America talk too fucking much, bro. That's the problem. Niggas just talk far too motherfucking much. Niggas brag about shit far too much to even be able to. I mean, look at look at Spider-Man, right? They Sony bought him for what, 329 million or 229 million dollars. You seen that news?
Right.
How they bought him for 229 million?
Yeah, Insomniac. They bought Insomniac for
220,
229
nigga. But
M's.
they bought Insomniac back in what, sometime last year, and they didn't say shit about how much they bought it for or no shit like that.
Nope.
When Microsoft bought Minecraft, that news came out like same day. Nigga, $2.5 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like we bought it for 2.5 billion, and it was just out. And I see Xbox niggas. I'm tripping because I'm seeing Xbox niggas talk about like Sony paid too much for Spider-Man for 200 for Insomniac, 225 million, and I'm like, fuck, nigga. Microsoft bought Minecraft for $2.5 billion, my nigga. And I know it makes a lot of money, but fuck, so does fucking Insomniac, bro. These niggas been making system sellers for the PlayStation for since what, PS2? They're making the Ratchet and
But
Clanks.
see, but that's what I'm saying, right? They're not in the market. They're not in the same market no more, bro.
Nah,
They've
they
been.
not.
I mean, no moves in business is done overnight.
Facts.
Right? Days to us is like years to a corporation, to be real with you. Like to even make a move, a lot of paper got to be signed. A lot of people have to shake hands. A lot of shit got to go down first before a move is even made.
Right.
So if they've already gone this route, this route has been planned for shit,
Years.
who knows how long.
Nigga,
I don't work for that
years.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Years, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this shit.
Years and years in the making.
Yeah, it's just like computers, nigga. Like NASA got computers that's, nigga, years and years ahead of what the public got. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Like just like Japan shit got fucking cell phones. They've been on 5G for like what, 2 years or some bullshit now. We ain't barely getting it now. You know, like it's just, I mean, the way everything works, bro, it's always something delayed. There's always a side of something delayed, nigga. It's like having a ice cream maker in your neighborhood. They make ice cream sandwiches. And if you live in the same area where that company is, your ice cream, the motherfucking cookie part is gonna be crispy and shit. But
And it's way cheaper.
yeah, and way cheaper.
And it's way cheaper.
Yeah, it's way
It's
better
damn
and
near
way
I was
free.
waiting
cheaper.
for that. I
But
was
then,
waiting
It's
for
damn near
that.
free. To be honest with you.
but then if you get it where it's far away, that shit is all automatically soft. Like I'm in Cali, and I know whoever make them don't make them shits out here, my nigga, because they soft as fuck out here, nigga. At least where I'm at in LA, nigga, the ice cream sandwiches is soft as a motherfucker. But
Yeah, but you
they
out in the
start
hood
off
though,
hard.
so I mean,
Yeah. You say what?
but you in the hood though.
Oh yeah, exactly.
so,
They give it to us last, nigga. We get the
so
leftovers.
15 blocks away, it could have been real nice.
Hey, but it is what it is, nigga. And I mean, just niggas is trying to find new reasons to stay in this console war, and this shit is just super over. And I can't even say it's funny because I'm gonna need Nintendo to step up, or I'm gonna need Dreamcast 2, or somebody make something. Capcom, make your own shit,
Dreamcast 2 would be
nigga.
fucking fire,
No, don't do
bro.
that, Capcom.
Nah,
Fuck you,
somebody,
Royal.
Don't do that, Capcom. Just go ahead,
somebody
just make your
need
game.
to step up. Some Japanese company need to step up and do
Lit?
something. Fuck these Americans.
Hey, whatever.
Fuck these Americans. These Americans are fucking gaming up, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. These Americans are killing gaming, nigga. Americans
Hey,
and Konami.
If Capcom make their own console, bro, I would be see console.
Mm.
I mean,
Nigga.
the amount of games they got, bro. Come on, for real though. Y'all be lying
Nigga.
if y'all said y'all wouldn't cop a Capcom capsule. That's what they probably gonna call it because the company name is actually
Hell yeah.
already capsule,
Yeah,
right?
nigga.
Price
They're probably
range.
gonna call
Price
it a
range.
capsule or something.
Nigga, I'll pick up a square machine, nigga. Nigga, I'll pick up, nigga. It's all
I
type of
mean,
shit I'll pick up, nigga. But I mean, somebody got to take the place of this shit, my nigga. I don't want these niggas are taking up space. They've been taking up space for this whole generation and the end of last generation, just taking up space. But somebody need to really come in and push Sony buttons. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they haven't really needed it this generation because they've been working. I see they've been putting in some good shit, but
I
we
was
barely got
really
anything.
hoping that Amazon was going like traditional.
Nah, these
Because
American.
because they have the situation in place. They own packaging and delivering company. Because you can order, you know what I'm saying. You can only order the Amazon machine from Amazon. Ain't that a bitch? You can't like that. I figured, man, that's such, you know what I'm saying, a sweet ass move. But maybe not everyone shop online. But that'd be crazy. Everybody shop online. How do you think Amazon became the giant they are today? Everybody
Yeah,
buys shit on
facts.
Amazon. Like
Yeah,
that's
real
just,
shit, real
you know
shit.
what I mean.
Real shit, but
And they
I
can
don't trust these
advertise
Americans
they.
though, man. I can't fuck with these Americans, bro. I can't. I mean, I can't trust Japanese and Chinese either, my nigga. But at least when niggas put some, like these niggas still got that sense of pride, nigga, of putting out the best product they possibly can. Nigga, I seen a Japanese motherfucker cook, my nigga. These niggas really be like hands on with they shit, cuz like nigga, you go to a nigga at McDonald's out here, nigga, them niggas is over here just putting shit on.
Manhandling your cheese and
Yeah,
shit.
nigga, just throwing shit on shit. Nigga is squirting and
But you
blowing it.
see,
Nigga.
but here's the difference though. Let's be real. If you work at McDonald's, you are not a cook.
No, you're
You
not.
are an assembly worker.
No, that's it. That's it. You're not cooking nothing. You just reheating shit.
Yeah,
Basically.
you just throw some
Yep.
shit on
Basically, is
there.
what you're doing. You're just reheating shit.
Right.
but
You just gotta
hey,
remember.
but in
You just
Japan,
remember the
nigga,
steps to putting a sandwich together. Is all
but
you need to remember.
but in Japan, they so hands on, nigga, that the motherfucking menu. I mean, the menu different because the culture is different. But
Yes.
have you seen them niggas work, nigga? I'm like, and y'all niggas went and got Africans like for slaves. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, I'm just being, nigga, like, if you wanted some real workers, nigga, I mean,
Yo.
fuck. Nigga, it's like,
They couldn't do us like that, cuz.
yeah, I know, nigga. I'm just saying, though, cuz they could have tried.
You know why? You know why they couldn't do us like that? Here's the main difference. I'm gonna be really with you. The main difference between in that situation is if they do that to us. Asia is already established as countries and continent already. During that time, when you go to Africa, tribes of people, there's a certain amount of people that hate each other enough will turn on each other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the enemy of my enemy. You feel me? So if I was, I'm saying, I'm real shit. Like if I was a tribesman, right, in Africa, and a group of white people show up and tell me they pay me to kidnap motherfuckers from the other tribe to give to them, What would y'all do? Let me be real. If we was a part of a tribe that had a blood feud with this other tribe for like, say, 200-300 years, and we've been killing each other for generations, and all of a sudden I show up and tell you, listen, man, we give you like all kinds of shit if you just capture these motherfuckers. I was willing to capture these motherfuckers already. I would have done that for free. You trying to tell me I'm gonna pay? You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
But in Asia, it's different. In Asia, they already established themselves as certain because they've been warring for so long. You know what I mean? They already
Right.
have certain shit established like that. You can't just come through and just start kidnapping motherfuckers. Just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So they
right.
did it the
Facts.
legal way. They bought motherfuckers.
Facts.
How do you think the railroads in America was made? They bought them up
That's true.
and treated them almost as bad as slaves.
Hey,
Almost.
hey, hey, and them train tracks still work to this day.
I'm saying.
I'm saying.
And
Wow.
Chinese people don't ride that shit for free.
Yeah, no. You see they train tracks now. They need Chinese trains float in this bitch. Like, you know what? God, I don't even want to think about that nigga. How dumb these white
Them Japanese trains, but yeah, I feel.
Oh, hey,
the
Japanese, Chinese is nigga. That's like you saying Africa and forgetting that Egypt is in there, nigga. Like I'm just saying. All right.
I didn't forget Egypt. I'm just saying, but Egypt wasn't fucking with the rest of Africa,
No,
was they?
there's a lot of countries.
Exactly.
A lot of countries is
Exactly.
not no more shit.
Matter of fact, within Africa, within the country of Africa, be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Your shit broke out.
No,
Fix
I'm just
again.
saying, like in Africa back then, like within the country, there's already turmoil between the people within it.
Oh yeah.
How
I
you
mean, they
be
took
able
advantage
to?
of the situation for sure.
Oh, for sure.
They took advantage of the
That's.
situation.
I mean, I'm gonna sound real racist when I say this shit, but
Again?
they do that
Damn.
very well.
Here this nigga go again. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I mean, white people do that very well,
Oh, they
Drop the
do.
big words, bro.
right?
No, they do.
You feel me?
They do.
I'm just saying,
No, they
they
do.
do that very well.
They do a lot of
That's
fly shit really well. I mean, but it's but it's like white people do business really well too. It's just that now niggas got lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is. I mean, Microsoft as a company has always been lazy. They either bought people out or strong arm people out. Now they just
no.
like just you do
I
it
think
for me, and I just join you with my money.
I think the thing with the U.S. market is that because it's such a capitalistic kind of market, like other countries are capitalistic too, but America especially. You know what I mean?
Facts, Rick.
So the moves to success is like usually everything has to even keel until somebody come out with a good idea and they ball off of that. You know what I mean? Because it's a good idea and they make all kinds of money off of that, and the whole industry would shift because everybody would just chase that idea until the next big idea come along and everybody would chase that and just sway to that. I think that's why the market's the way it is here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The moves that motherfucker make, oh, that motherfucker's making all kind of money with that move. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
But
And the
dude,
swing and shift and the business of it like rolls over the artistic side of it. I think that's the case because realistically, I don't think a game developer would not want to make an influential game or enjoyable game at least. You know what I mean? Just a good ass game. I mean, I think if you was going into school and learning how to make a game in your mind in your fantasy, one day you're gonna make a game like Bloodborne. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
One day I'll make the next Bloodborne. You know what I mean? You ain't signed up to make old deer looking ass games, old cartoons. You know what I'm saying? You ain't signed up for that shit.
but how do you think this
Hey,
works? Like oh my bad, go ahead, Fatal.
no, nothing.
Uh, I was finna speak on this GameSpot article I just saw. Came out 5 hours
Oh
ago.
fuck.
What's good, everybody?
Oh, what's up?
What's up, Clay?
What's up, Clay?
Going on? Woke up not too long ago. Before you get into this piece you was about to talk about Thrash, man, I know I'm just waking up, man. Somebody fill me in on this Samsung shit.
Oh well, Samsung and Microsoft. I mean, Samsung announced the partnership with the Xbox to bring Xbox games to their 5G phone. I guess through the cloud and shit, solidifying the thought that Microsoft is truly going all in on cell phone gaming and cloud gaming and leaving the consoles in their dusts, in their wakes to rot.
You know what? Earlier today, I did a podcast talking about whether people like EA or Activision will bring their Call of Duties or they Maddens to the Oculus Quest by way of mobile games, port their mobile games over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually wondering, if Microsoft would do something like that, because we know if they want to reach all these people that they talking about reaching, they're going to have a presence in the mobile market. Um, I was wondering if they would do something like that, bring some of their little bullshit, cheap ass games over to the Quest that way by porting over some of these little bullshit ass mobile games. But it don't really surprise me that they, that them and Samsung partnered up, because I was under the impression they had a relationship to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, no. Well, they were. They had Samsung helped
They had
build
that
that latest
TV.
thing, that little flip thing that they got that plays games on it. But now they're in a partnership. It's like it's a different type. They're announcing a partnership with Xbox. That means
I
Xbox,
mean, what they
the Xbox is
is
in partnership with these things.
so basically, the next Samsung I buy, is it only on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, or can I buy a Galaxy S and get Outlook and all that shit? Because that'd be dope, man. I
No,
don't mind
Outlook
getting
is already
Outlook on
on
my
there
shit.
on those. Like those apps are already everywhere. But
Yeah?
yeah.
No, it'll just come automatically. It'll just when you buy. I think from now on, when you buy a Samsung phone,
Oh, I see what you mean. Like those apps that those come on apps. I know the
yeah,
Xbox app
preloaded
will
app.
be
No,
the
Yeah,
XCloud. The
preloaded app.
XCloud will be
I
automatically
didn't.
on there for sure. The
I
Xbox.
didn't know how big mobile gaming was either, too, man. Like, man, it's
I
um.
mean, but
Okay, so
go ahead. Go ahead.
for instance, before I went on to talk about, the stuff that I talked about, I needed to do a little bit of research. So, I looked up a video of Madden mobile gaming, and one of the dudes that popped up, dude had 2.6 million subs, to watch him play Madden on a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Then I stumbled across a dude who was playing Call of Duty on the phone, and it was his first time playing on the phone. He had he had like 3.8 million subs.
Mm-hmm.
Same deal, to watch him play Call of Duty on the phone. So, like, I didn't realize just how big, this mobile shit is. I knew that Candy Crush, that casual, pull it out for a couple of minutes, play, put it back in your pocket kind of shit was, but like Call of Duty and Madden and shit like that, I didn't know how big they was like that on mobile.
It's Call of Duty and Madden, bro.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
could be on the toaster if you do well. Do well.
it's
Like
it's gonna
they
be
have the
watered
most
down
egregious
versions,
shit.
but it's just that my concern with that is Microsoft is gonna start bringing out watered down games that are also launch on the Xbox Series X.
That fate was sealed the minute they invented Game Pass.
I mean, yeah, you can say that, but I mean that shit really sealed since he said that they ain't challenging no more, and they doing the cell phone shit like all the way the fuck in. They've given up on their own cell phones, bro. That's to let you know, like they have their own cell phones. So that should let you know something right there. That's what make it big to me, is because they have their own shit. They could have said we got Xbox Series X on our cell phones and then sold those cell phones. Nah, they went into a motherfucking partnership with Samsung, bro. Because Samsung owns a bigger part of the portion of the market. So then they're going to have their Microsoft phones have it, of course. But then so is Samsung. So they went out
I
knowing.
mean, if Microsoft is a natural competitor of Apple longest, right? And still, I mean, even though now they're in somewhat of different markets, they still have that there as companies. You know what I mean? Between them. So, and of course, Apple has the iPhone that will have their own games anyway, so they can't really partnership up with them. But they wish they could. They wish they could do it on every phone.
Mm-hmm.
Wish they could go into all markets, really.
Yeah, they want to be able,
But
they want to be able to open it all the way up. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Amazon and Google ain't well, Google do. Google do got phones like that, but they don't got phones like that's big, like where they gonna reach 7 billion people. Like I don't, I just don't get. I hate that fucking quote, bro. You're saying you're going to catch,
and,
you
and
going up
really,
against
actually, now
Amazon and Google. It doesn't make sense unless they got more things in the
let
works.
me let me ask you this, man, because it's crazy, but it's not. I think it could be like I shit, like it could be on Apple shit too. Could Xbox put they shit? Because realistically, I mean, there is Microsoft apps on, what I'm saying,
Mm.
Apple shit already.
Well, there
Why not
is.
the
No,
gaming
there is.
portion
They
too?
opened that up. Satya did. And look, I mentioned that shit before. I mentioned that shit when they first changed their name from Microsoft Studios to Xbox Studios. I said that's a sign that they are, going beyond the Xbox. And niggas thought I was fucking crazy. Like, nigga, what you mean? They just named it Xbox. I'm like, no. Microsoft is a different brand than Xbox. Xbox is a gaming brand, which is a branch of Microsoft. Microsoft is Microsoft. And if they wanted to reach like big companies, they can't. These companies ain't gonna want Microsoft sprawled across their fucking screen. From Apple, they're not gonna want that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help make these companies lose. So what they did was they took motherfucking their weakest branch, the Xbox, and using that shit in that name brand to have the ability to do that shit to where it won't hurt Apple if they see an Xbox sign. It won't hurt Apple. But if they see Microsoft, then it'll hurt Microsoft. And that's the thing with PlayStation. PlayStation don't want no. You notice on the crossplay on Call of Duty, you don't see no PlayStation or Xbox emblems on a PlayStation or Xbox. You know what I'm saying? You see the little square that's showing that they're on a console. They don't show the actual sign because that's bad for business. But with this shit,
because on Call of Duty, because I can confirm what you said. When I saw my son play it on PC, you would see all three logos.
Right.
Computer.
PC,
For PC,
Xbox,
you would see the PlayStation and the Xbox logo.
Right. But on PlayStation, you won't see that. You'll see a PC tower, and then you'll see like a TV with a little box in front of it indicating that they on Xbox or something. So, like, it's just bad for like competing companies. It's just bad. So they had to do that shit. They had to change their name brand. So it's like that's why you won't see Microsoft everywhere. I just don't know how they're gonna get 7 billion people with just Samsung. You can't. It's impossible. You can't. You can't even get 2 billion.
Well, I mean,
you can't even get 2 billion with Samsung alone.
There's only 7.5 billion people on the planet.
Right.
That's why as soon as he was talking about 7 billion people, that was obvious today. Whatever they got planned is way beyond Xbox.
Exactly. I mean, bro, but just saying 7 billion, bro, like 7.5 billion people. I mean, half of the nation is like starving to death right now because, like, I don't know how we.
I mean, it was a bullshit word. It was a bullshit.
Well, right. I don't even know why we're discussing the 7 billion. That's not the point. The point is they're trying to reach a massive audience. Is what they're trying to do. What's up, Jamal? You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get like as big as of a crowd as they can get. You know what I mean? They're trying to like hold their shit out everywhere. It's basically what I'm saying. Not in a bad way. I mean, it's business. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
They're trying to put that shit everywhere because everywhere possible. But 7 billion is a ridiculous number. I think in the moment of trying to come up with
he's doing salesman shit.
Doing out there.
He's doing sloppy salesman shit, bro.
I mean, there's about to be exact, there's like 7.6 billion people right now.
Shit that I know of. I mean, the number's growing and decreasing as we speak, nigga. So I can't.
I'm gonna Google that shit. Fuck all this.
Let me shout out a couple of people. PUG Vidiot, because I know I missed a couple of people.
Oh yeah, nigga.
What's up, Sick? What's up, Sick? Craig.
Oh, what's up,
bro, I was damn near on the money.
Hey, Lane, this was good.
In the demographic, the world population is the total number of humans currently living, and it was estimated to have reached 7.7 billion people as of April 2019.
Damn.
So I'm probably about 0.2 billion off. That's not bad.
Yeah, I would have got it perfect. I would have got it perfectly right, though.
7.8 by now.
I would have got it perfectly right. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But but you Asian, so
it takes that to be able to build floating trains, motherfucker.
I see you, Vidiot. We gonna get it on in that Beat Saber, but I mean, keeping it real, you probably gonna kick my ass though.
Don't ever give this nigga. This nigga told me he could beat me in golf, and I told the nigga, you got me fucked up, Whitey. Nigga got me fucked up, nigga. I'll whoop your ass.
Fucked up, Whitey.
He whipped my ass.
Like, hey, no.
He did whip my ass, though.
And
I don't resent that statement.
I keep it real. I keep it real, but
beating, you know what I mean? So you ain't gonna beat in that.
It's a Beat Saber challenge video. If you want, you can step in that ring though. If you want,
you ain't gonna beat Vidia in a beat off because he's gonna win.
No, he's a master.
Just like Fatal.
But I'm talking about that cream. He can get that work in that cream afterwards if he won't.
He don't
get that practicing, man.
He don't want that.
I seen this man play. He's cold as fuck. I ain't gonna.
No, he does. He does. He does do what he does in that shit, though. I ain't even gonna lie to that nigga. He does. He fucking does, nigga. He does. So it's over,
No,
nigga. What do you
live
think?
stream at 1:00 in the morning playing that shit and be cold as fuck.
No, he do. He be bored as fuck. Nigga, his baby be that nigga baby be crying in the background. He don't miss no beat though, nigga. Like just boom boom.
You got the baby in one arm and slice it with the other arm.
Fucking yo, props to you, idiot.
You know what I'm saying?
He was using a double saber like dude off of Star Wars.
Right. Darth Maul. What's his name? He got that Darth Maul saber.
Yeah, Darth Maul. He got one baby, one arm. You know what I'm saying? Two sabers in the other.
So what y'all think it's gonna be though? Cause y'all think this shit gonna hurt? Gonna hurt PlayStation or what?
I don't see how.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Do you think PlayStation is gonna follow suit? They've done it before.
I fucking hope not.
They've done it before, nigga. We paying for online
for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw your video.
They do it, but like what's really getting
video on it, like, right?
What's really getting old is every time Xbox do something, is everybody think PlayStation got to do it, or they gonna get left behind, or they gonna fall in the water, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Since when the fuck did the New England Patriots got to worry about the Cleveland Browns?
Never. But once they take their eyes away from something, they might actually lose though. The Browns always going to have a chance to win if Tom Brady, sniffed some coke before the game and got no pussy mad.
I mean, everybody's got a puncher's chance just for the simple fact that they in the ring with him. But
well, I mean, I saw what you 40 minute long shit. You know what I'm saying? The part where you said Sony, the only reason why they didn't go that route is because we didn't allow them to. Basically, right? So I feel like there's a market for everything. We went with the console market. That's why they have 100 and something million. It still worked for them. So I don't see them stepping out of it. It's really hard to like tell a company to stop doing something that's making money for them. You know what I mean? It's paying dividends, and we're just gonna just quit it. Like it's just impossible to just do that. So they're gonna stay in it. But if we allow them to go into that market, they will.
As long
if we start saying yes to all of it, then it's going down. Yeah, and I mean, if they come out with a traditional style market next generation, and if it is true that Xbox is completely out the game, right? That's even less competition for consoles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't see why they would stop.
I mean,
and
it's
if
the
Xbox
money.
stay in the game, it's not like it mattered anyway. Look what they've done so far in the console market.
Do you think this new initiative is going to be successful then, nigga? I mean, is Microsoft going to make more money with this cell phone deal than they did with Xbox?
Yes. Because they ain't making no money off of Xbox.
Yeah, but the Xbox Live, they are.
Xbox Live is not an Xbox.
Xbox is in the name, nigga. The cell phone shit ain't Xbox.
No. You see, they are leaving the console market. Therefore, the Xbox as a console, as we know it, is no longer.
It's dead. So that,
right?
yeah, it's dead.
So the Xbox is in the name, not so much in the actual product. So it's not the same shit. It's a whole different product, just carrying the name.
That's fair. So do you think this is going to be successful then? Rather, it's more or less successful. Do you think it's successful as far as what they believe it's going to be?
I will say that somewhere, once the debris, some of these streaming companies still exist. Some of them will be able to the challenge of time. Not all of them. One or two few of them will be able to survive in that market. How well it does is just depending on how quick technology can move to be able to handle it. Because let's be real, if like streaming is like spot on, like there's no lag, there's no nothing, it's gonna be real hard to turn motherfuckers away from that. I'm just being very real. It's gonna be real hard to turn motherfuckers away from it because you know how motherfuckers are. They just built to be like, oh shit, this is dope. I'll pay $10 a month forever for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But they'll be down to do it. They'll be down if there was no flaws in it. It'll just be a passive thing like a Netflix app after a while. But you'll have to pay for it forever. You just have to keep paying to play. If you ever want to go back and play this one game you played a few years ago that you really enjoyed, you still have to like keep that subscription to go back. Because you shut off that subscription, all of it goes away. But I think if they can survive, technology has to adapt quick enough for it to handle that shit. But we'll see. I mean, I think one or two survive. It's looking like it's possible to survive out there because there's people out there buying it or
Are they
supposedly
gonna
buying
buy
it.
it? That's the
You know what I mean?
but that's the thing though. I mean, like we talked about before, nigga. These cell phone niggas have tastes just like we do, my nigga. If they had a taste for console gaming, then these fuck niggas would just buy a console, bro. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Because that market, this is still young and fresh enough to where it's still somewhat like, you know, a feudal era of motherfucking shit out here. Everybody's warring to take that spot. But once someone was be able to take over, then they the shogun now, motherfucker. Y'all bow down. Shit. You know what I mean? Right now, it's still like a Wild West type, you know what I'm saying, where every motherfucker's out here for themselves and see what happens. And we'll see which one can survive and which one don't. And once they survive, they, you know what I'm saying, they're in there. They will have that legacy to survive off, just like Nintendo and PlayStation's doing for traditional console game. You're going to beat them in that. They just too strong in it. They have a foothold in this game, man. You ain't going to be able to uproot that just coming in swinging with soft-ass swings, man. You got to like come in here and actually hurt them. Like you got to, you know what I'm saying, kidney shot these motherfuckers with some real shit in console gaming to be able to affect it. I think the console market is strong enough to where it can support a company. Look at what it did for Sony. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to turn away from that yet.
What about you, Lincoln? Kyle, what you think?
And VR, since you mentioned Lincoln, they ain't going to turn away from that.
That nigga sleep. I think I left already.
I'm still here, but I was surfing a little bit because I personally, I really don't give a fuck about this Microsoft Samsung shit. I was just get brought up to speed on it.
I feel you on that shit, nigga. I don't know, nigga. I mean, I don't give a fuck, but I do because I know the effects of not having competition like that. And Nintendo is competition, but it's aimed at a different market. It's aimed at a different market of gaming, the younger crowd, the simple crowd.
I mean, those concerns should have been raised the minute Game Pass was invented, because I don't know how many times I've said it that Microsoft, went off and, in my opinion, brought in bootleg developers to make bootleg games. And I think these developers that they've been shooting their mouth off that they bought, I think they caught every one of these developers in a vulnerable state, so they was able to get them for pennies on the dollar. So
yeah, for sure.
What do we had, like Obsidian hadn't put out shit in a while.
Ouch, sir.
Well, I mean, let's be real here, and this
World,
is hindsight, you know what I'm saying? This is hindsight, but shit, I mean, if Ninja Theory sold millions on top of millions of copies of Hellblade 1, they wouldn't be sold to Microsoft now.
Mm-hmm. The only reason I gave him credit for picking up Ninja Theory, because I thought, even though people was comparing them to Naughty Dog, I felt like they'd probably be talented, but we'll never see it if Microsoft handcuff them and won't give them the freedom to be creative.
I think they gave them the freedom to be creative, though. I just think that they gave them a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be creative as you want to, but if it costs a grip of motherfucking money, you damn near have to be creative to be able to spend that shit right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But until we saw, before we saw Hellblade 2, I had felt like Ninja Theory might have jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire fucking with Microsoft. Because when they showed Bleeding Edge up on that stage, they did not look happy about that shit. You will never convince me that was a passion project. That shit had Microsoft's hands all over it, because you could see that shit was made for Game Pass.
I mean, I think Hellblade is made for Game Pass. I believe that shit gonna be broken down into chapters. How you gonna call it a saga? How is it a saga if it only had one game? You gotta have at least 3 stories for a saga, my nigga. You can't. Like, you can't call that shit a saga. It has to be broken down in chapters, bro. And then on top of that, like, I haven't seen gameplay with her. I've seen gameplay of 4 different motherfucking Vikings walking up to a mountain beast or whatever the fuck. That look like it's a 4-player game to me. I'm telling you, nigga, that's multiplayer, multiple storyline game. How can she have a saga? It don't make sense. Call it nigga Senua woke up or something. I don't know. Don't call it saga.
All right, so I'm gonna spoil the first game. Y'all ain't played. Fuck y'all. It's been out long enough. That game didn't even sell well in the first place if y'all haven't played. y'all, right? At the end of Senua's Sacrifice, we learned that the whole journey was in her head, dealing with grief, dealing with her emotions, all that shit. That's why the game was fucking beautiful, and none of y'all motherfucker played it. But here's the thing: if that's the case, now that we in reality again, how is that gonna? The reason why the game worked was because all that mystical shit that she had to fight was all in her head. That's why it works. Now she's in the real world. If we're to like consider the implication that she's like fucked up in the head, right? So she has all this visions and all this other shit, right? Then fuck it. Now that it's clear that she should live in the same reality as we know, none of that shit, right? None of this mystical gods and giant crows flying around and shit. You know what I mean? None of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So how's it gonna work from now on? The way it's gonna work from now on is multiplayer, motherfucker. Saying what's gonna be in there, but you're gonna be playing as a big ass Viking motherfuckers taking her orders or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's how it's gonna
saw
go down.
say y'all, I saw Blend Age gameplay.
What's up, Eddie?
I saw the game. What up, y'all? I saw Blend Age. That game look okay though. Where Microsoft made when they made that game, the little Bleeding Age game, it look nice. It look nice. They got nice characters on the game, but
I feel you. I mean, if you into that arena type of game, you probably. I'm not that type of dude. Like, you know what? I stepped out my comfort zone lately. I played. I've been playing DayZ. You know what I'm saying? The PC game DayZ.
Yeah, I want to know how that game
I
is.
kind of like it, but the only problem I have with that game is I get bored of it. Like after playing like real quick, and then I stop. But then after a while, I just want to play it again for a little bit. It's the weirdest shit because there's just no purpose to it. You just do the same shit. Yeah.
Got you. But they just put out a game today. It's called Outer Wilds. Y'all heard of that game? They showed at E3 last year.
What? Who?
Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds?
No, it's Outriders.
Outriders. Oh, the PS5, Xbox Series X game. Yeah. What about it?
They just showed a video today.
Right, I seen it. Yeah, I seen that shit.
What you thought? What y'all think about?
Like
it looked kind of cool.
Like a PS4 game to me. I'm unimpressed.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I mean, it looked cool, man.
It was all cinema and shit too. Again,
it's like a Destiny mixed with the
I'm not into those.
Like that, Destiny mixed with.
That's two games. It's like Destiny so far I've seen for the Xbox.
And Anthem. Destiny
that's
Anthem.
Two games that's that,
not,
bro.
As much as I love the gameplay of Anthem, that is not a good. Oh,
I'm looking this shit up. I'm looking this shit up right now.
Yeah,
it looks cool, man. I ain't gonna front. It looks cool. I wouldn't mind checking it out.
Just show more. I want to see gameplay of it. I want to see gameplay. I want to see how they really gonna play.
I'm looking at this reveal trailer. And this reveal trailer look good, but it don't look like anything wrong.
You know what I feel? You know how I feel about this? Like Anthem has fooled me once. I feel like I'm kind of interested in this game, Outriders, but I feel like that's fooling me twice.
That's why I ain't I'm not into none of those. I'm not into none of those. That's why I can't do it. I see it. Can't do it.
Y'all about to get upset. Guess what they about to do with Anthem now? They about to reboot it. They about to make it.
Nigga, how you mean we about to get upset? Nigga, you late.
Yeah, I heard about
that. I don't make no sense.
I give no fucks.
I have to tell you, Eddie, it ain't VR, so I ain't interested in it.
Yeah, I mean,
but you might like the
I'm not affected by games that don't affect my library. Like that shit don't affect my library. I'm not gonna buy into it. I know what they want to do with it, so it's like I just don't buy into games like that. But I need a whole game for my money, man. Give me a whole game, not half. I want a whole.
Yeah.
So it's like none of that shit. I mean, I say anybody who's interested in it should be pissed off about it, or at least looking into it. And if it turns out to be bullshit, then yell about that shit. Otherwise, it's just gonna continue. And I know that that's what they're doing. All them niggas ain't making nothing new. They rebooting it by doing what? Nigga, he's gonna make Robo, gonna put a story in it? Is it gonna be single player? You know what I'm saying? You gonna do it like you did Titanfall? You gonna make it, you gonna do what you're supposed to do in the first place? Like
Titanfall was okay. I like the multiplayer game.
Titanfall 2 story is one of the best games, best story in this motherfucking generation, if you ask me. Simply because they did what they should have did in the first place. Like you got fucking nigga Optimus Prime running with you, my nigga. Like What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you put a story behind that? Same thing with Anthem. Nigga, you a goddamn android robot nigga. Like, nigga, put a real story into that shit. Give it some heart and meaning. Nah, they wanna delay games. And the only reason why that motherfucker ain't been continued is because they depended on gamers to pay for the progression of that game. They wanted gamers to pay them for whatever bullshit. They make up enough money to develop more of the game. No, just give me the whole fucking game or nothing. Like I can't depend on you. Pay you $59 for nothing for you to hope I pay
Hey,
for
what's
microtransactions. No.
hey, what's that
That
one
sounds
game?
like
What's that
that
one
sounds like
game
a
that?
roundabout Kickstarter.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's that one game that? Matter of fact, I'm glad you said. What's that one game that Platinum was doing a Kickstarter?
Bayonetta, right? No.
No, no, no.
Wonderful 101. Wonderful 101.
Yeah. And there was no X. And at
Is it
first,
me or is Royal cutting out a little bit?
No, it's cutting out. His shit always cutting out. I told the nigga
what?
to go on Discord. Yeah, nigga. But it's because your voice not registering in whatever you using. Your voice ain't registering right. Either you got either talk loud or switch it to where
Oh, no,
you
I'm
press the
probably because I'm
text.
not speaking into the microphone and shit.
Yeah, so it's not registering then. Yeah, if you speak into that
Can you hear me
motherfucker.
now?
Yeah, you good now. What was you saying?
Yeah, that's because I'm talking into the microphone. My fault. I was like
Hearing
looking
you
away and shit.
clearly wasn't the problem. It was that you was cutting in and out.
Yeah, but it's not cutting
No,
no
that's
more.
what I'm
It's
saying.
not cutting
I
no more.
didn't talk into the microphone. I look
Yeah.
away and shit. You know what I mean?
No, go ahead though.
No, but I'm damn. I forgot what I was supposed to say and shit.
Something about you platinum some Kickstarter shit.
Yeah. So the reason why I originally they came out with that shit, it was like they wasn't gonna do it for Xbox, right? And first, fanboy shit is always be wilding, but really, I think it's because it just wouldn't fit with Xbox business model.
Mm-hmm.
Because they need that subscription type business model to where you just funded a whole game to where I have to sell this whole game on my shit. It's no longer my business model.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not fucking with it. So it's not coming to Xbox. And it's not so much platinum, hate them or whatever. It's just not a good business direction because it doesn't work out for their business move. This is how it could be the case.
Could be. I mean, it's a lot of different things that it could.
Because it's available for everything. I don't think companies are that petty to where I ain't trying to make no money off of you.
Well, maybe because Xbox just doesn't sell software though. It could be that too. Xbox is one system that does not sell software well. I mean, look how much the Gears end up selling. Do we know how much Gears end up selling?
We don't know what anything end up selling, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Spider-Man sold 3 million in 3 days. God of War did the same thing, and right now Spider-Man and God of War are both 10 million sold games. How much the Gears sell? Or how many people are even playing Gears? Like fuck, even selling? How many copies were played? And I bet you it still wasn't more than fucking God of War and Spider-Man. Even at $1, you know what I'm saying? Even at the fact, see, Microsoft fucked up too by allowing these niggas to do game sharing on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, why buy software if your friend already bought it? Which they low key stopped. I don't know if niggas know, but they low key made it to where it's like way more difficult to do that shit now. Especially if you got Game Pass Ultimate, it doesn't let you do it no more.
It wasn't for me.
Didn't they also stop backward compat? Or am I remembering incorrectly?
Yeah, they stopped making them. They stopped making back compat games. They said they were saving it for the next generation. I'm like, how do you save backwards? Number one, it's like it's a machine that does it, not the software. The software isn't backwards compat. The software is just emulated. A machine, the Xbox Series X, is supposed to be backwards compatible with the Xbox.
When we say
360.
backward compat, we mean you put in the disc and the laser beam that touches the disc read that disc.
Exactly.
It could be a PlayStation 1 disc, but it'll read that shit. That's backward compat.
Because it's compatible with the older motherfucking machines and older
backward
software.
Compatible is the full term we use.
Yeah. They just wanted to find a way to charge. And Xbox niggas, I mean, if you look at this generation, Xbox niggas have been so dumb on purpose. Niggas be like, oh, Sony is charging you. You play nigga with Xbox, they don't charge you because if you have the game. I'm like, yeah, but if you don't, they charging you $29.99 for this $5 game. Nobody says shit. And then GameStop raises their price the same day that Microsoft announced a back compat game. that used game will raise in price at motherfucking GameStop. So you can't buy it for $5 nowhere. Because not everybody, most gamers are not going to hold on to their old shit, especially these days. If they did, nigga, if they did, then
Why do you think I'm in the digital scene?
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. If they did, they wouldn't embrace digital so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you
Yep.
held on to all your old games, then you wouldn't embrace digital at all because you're a collector, my nigga. The fuck digital got to do with you collecting your games physically? So it's like, I mean, these niggas spent so much time lying this generation that the shit finally catching up to them, my nigga, to where they don't know, they already was unable to debate since 2014, my nigga. And it's getting to the point now that they just blaming Sony or saying Sony did it too, or Sony's gonna do it next. And it's like, nigga, like you can't. You worried about shit, nigga. This nigga Eddie,
My bad,
always,
y'all.
always you, nigga, always.
You gotta hop off. Just mute yourself.
Yeah, that's it. That's mute. That's it. But oh no, you know when the phone, if you do it on the phone, I think you do gotta hang up or you gotta do one of the other.
No, that's right.
But
Can't be having all these apps going.
we've reached the point to where they are out of excuses, and these niggas gonna either have to own up or shut up on some shit. You know?
Frank, I've kept all my old games.
Yeah. Okay, nigga. So did you also get them digitally too, or what? Like,
What do you mean?
Do you embrace digital games?
Yes.
So how do you have all your fucking games then?
All my backwards compatible Xbox games, all my 360 games that are on disc.
I
didn't trade them in. I didn't sell any of them.
Okay. And so you're saying that you're still collecting games?
Not physical.
So what good is backwards compatible for you with the Xbox Series X?
When it got to the Xbox One, I was like, oh, now I don't have to swap discs. I hate swapping discs.
Right. Okay. So you embrace digital then?
Yeah, but they bought it back, didn't they? Right? Which isn't full backwards compatibility, I know, but you do get to play your Xbox and Xbox 360 games, some selected titles.
Yeah, selected titles. Yeah, selected. Yeah, but I'm just saying, nigga, like if you embraced the digital, what does backwards compatible have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like if you really gave a fuck about back compat, this Xbox Series X is based on backwards compatible. Same thing with PlayStation. You think these niggas ain't laughing at us, nigga? Like they know how much people are buying digital games right now. They know. What good is backwards compatibility if most people is buying their shit digital? You just said it yourself. You collected 360 games. That's fine and dandy, right? The PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with the PS4. What good is that going to do you? You know what I'm saying?
What? Are you seriously asking that question?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Okay. With my Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition, it enhances the games that I have on the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know it does that, don't you?
Right.
You get a digital game,
download
it, and it's one resolution on the Xbox One, but it's a better resolution on
that's how backwards compatible has always been.
Yeah, and it's like it is on PC. You get a better PC. You can set the graphics to ultra.
We don't care about PC ain't in this conversation, nigga.
When this Series X comes out, it'll do the same.
It will do the same, right? I think it will do. It'll do the same, and it will do more. But they will sell that game. The backwards compatible pricing is no longer there, my nigga. It's no longer like it's free or like it costs you less if you buy it somewhere. They're gonna charge you same price. The prices ain't gonna fucking go down.
I've already got the game. It's on a hard drive that I plug in the back.
I'm saying if you buy, you know what? If you buy backwards compatible games, right? Let's say right now, right? In the 360 age, all the games were digital, right? You can buy them digitally and all that shit. Good, nice, dandy, right? And if you bought them digitally, they come over free. But if you want backwards compatible, right? To where a system is back compat, you have a fucking disc. If you go to fucking GameStop, you used to be able to pay $5 for these motherfucking games. They're now $29.99 because backwards compatibility. You know what I'm saying? So there's no.
What you're basing this is on the assumption that I don't actually own all the games I want from every generation of the Xbox already.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's under the. You are like the lemming under the tree, my nigga. Like you are one of those motherfuckers who didn't trade in their Xbox and trade in the games along with it.
There'll definitely be people who will have traded in their games from those generations before backwards compatibility was announced.
We were so,
and no one else. I would like to play that again, and I have to buy again.
Xbox gamers were so pissed off at Microsoft about backwards compatible. I mean, not backwards compatible. About not being able to trade in their games and all this fucking shit that you do, that they boycotted the Xbox when it first came out. Right? Xbox gamers. Right? That's how much we cared about it. Right? That's how much care went into that shit to where motherfuckers was like, I want to own my games, my nigga. Right?
Yeah.
So now all of that shit is flipped on his ass and flipped on his head because what?
Because feels cold. That's wow.
It's cold, motherfucker. That nigga sexy as shit. Nigga,
I don't understand what's changed with the new generation.
You said what?
I just respect them out of professional courtesy. Them was cold.
Nigga, they have succeeded in making us have to pay. Nigga, right now on PlayStation, niggas have to pay for a streaming service to play old games. Like they found a way to make us either rebuy and replay games, like or give games a longer life, which is cool, right? To help people, like to help these developers make more money off their games. It's just that we have to pay for that coolness. You know what I'm saying? To whereas back in the nigga, you can go and buy an old ass game for $5 and play that motherfucker on your new console, upgraded and everything. They don't want that no more. They want to cut out that middleman. You know what I'm saying? They don't want like everything good for us. They fucking cutting up brand new games right now. We just talked about Anthem. Imagine if that was a full game for $59. It should have been a full game for $59.99. Now it's nothing but broken promises. And now they're making new promises. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
wild shit. Huh?
They're going to add a game that is there.
You said what?
They're saying with Anthem next that they're going to add to the game that's already out.
That's what I'm saying. But it's a promise though, right? It's only a promise, right? Because you've already paid for that shit. They can say anything they want. You could pay me $59.99, nigga, and I say, you know what? I'll be back tomorrow. And never come back, nigga. Like these niggas have already gotten your money and they want more of your money, my nigga. And because you didn't spend more money than what you already paid for, that is the same price as a game that's fully made. They stopped making it and now they're remaking it. Why? Why they gotta remake it? Just give us what you promised in the first place. The fuck you gotta remake it for? If you got the money to remake it, then you got the money to finish it.
I don't know why people complain.
Why wouldn't they complain?
Because
you paid $59.99 for one promise. I didn't pay. I mean, I didn't buy Anthem, but niggas who bought Anthem didn't pay $59.99 to wait for a year later for them to say we're remaking the game. They didn't pay $59.99 for that. You know what I'm saying?
Take the example of No Man's Sky. They made no lies in the product description of that game. None.
Word.
When it came out, it was fitting the product description. So when it was, there was complaints made about it, and they took them to the UK's Advertising Standards Authority, and they said there's 26 things that we're upset about, and they went and investigated them all, and Hello Games were exonerated because they hadn't done anything wrong with their advertising.
Well, that's fine.
Right now,
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Most companies don't do nothing wrong legally as far as
this is the point.
Advertising, but ethically, is another story.
And I'm saying that the mistake made by Sean Murray at the time was that he went through all of these interviews and he was talking about his game, he's talking about early prototypes, and it was subject to change for any number of different reasons: business reasons, technical reasons, aesthetic reasons.
You sound like one of those.
But here's the thing, though. shut the fuck up then. If you don't really know what's going down yet, just say, hey, we got things in the
He
works. I
should
can't really talk about it yet.
agree.
Like, bro,
100%.
PR 101, man. What are we doing out here? Plead the fifth. The fuck?
Yeah, agree 100%. Everyone else that gets before an interviewer is coached or has a spokesperson who knows not to oversell the thing. And he was overselling it like crazy. Because
son.
his mortgage is had to pay for it.
Nah, son.
So
he described a whole different game.
Hey, hold on. Is xCloud gonna be based on this? Is xCloud gonna be based on nothing but old games?
No, it can't be.
You sure?
Why they buy all these studios for? They still gonna make games. It's just gonna be
right, but they're gonna bolster. They're still gonna bolster it. I mean, the first 2 years they ain't making shit anyway, right? So
true.
Are they going? Is it just gonna be a backwards compatible app? Have they fucked themselves off already? I'm just.
So I was on the subreddit for the game, which went on for like 3 years before it came out. And I made a post there and I said, I think that everyone's getting too excited about it and they ought to wait for the game to come out and then see what it's like for the first week on Twitch. Because it's going to get streamed a hell of a lot and you can then finally tell what the game's like to play. We heard all of these.
Wait, who's going to stream it though?
We've seen heard all of these abstract.
Hold on. Uncle Petter. Hold on. Wait. Foxy, nigga. Hold on. Who's gonna stream it?
People on Twitch.
Who? So you telling me what kind of gamers are these people on Twitch? Are they?
What game? What game are we talking about again?
No Man's Sky.
Oh fuck!
No, I'm cool.
The reason I'm talking about that,
I'm out of this conversation
because I'm more familiar with it. I do own Anthem, but I haven't played it enough, and I didn't get it when it first came out.
Wait, are you gonna be able to stream from xCloud, my nigga? That's the real question.
Yeah, well, this is the thing: is that
nigga, don't be Brexit. Do not Brexit my question, nigga. You don't Brexit my question.
We're dealing with a nuanced topic. We're dealing with people's expectations versus reality with a on the borderline edge of legality.
But you like Stadia though.
So you have to kind of do a narrative to explain how it all works. And I was ahead of the thing where all the hype train was, and I was saying, look, check yourselves. Don't go and pre-order it until you've seen it.
Hold on. Help me out.
Look, here's all I do, right? Here's how I look at it, right? When it comes to gaming, it's the same way as women, right? Like, I'm attracted to most women, but I do have a certain type. We all do. Let's keep it real. We all have certain types that we fuck with more than others. You know what I mean? And if you just see the one that's just your type, the way you wanted it to be, you gonna follow that. That's how I do with video games. Like, I'll play games here and there, but the one that I really want to play, I'm copping that. So if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it.
Wait,
so if you regular ass walk past me and I see you, I'm like, no, I'm not chasing that.
I'm still lost.
It's the same way.
I am so lost.
So with that game, it's the same way. Like, I peeped it for a little bit. I'm like, nah, I'm cool, and I just didn't fuck with it.
Yeah, I am lost because I'm thinking, wait a minute, what's gonna be the pay model for this shit? Is it gonna be free? Is xCloud gonna be free? And then are they gonna if they're gonna do microtransactions? Is it gonna say like get on these games?
Let me ask you something.
It's gonna say get.
Let me ask you something. When was the last thing something was free on Xbox?
Never.
Motherfucker, free to play games ain't free. You think it's just gonna be
right? But cell phones is different though. They're gonna have to get with the times with cell phones. No, there's no. These games cannot be over $9.99. You see how bad Mario did, and that's Mario. You know what I'm saying?
And it just makes so much sense on the cell phone.
Mario got a bigger motherfucking name on it. That would always on a cell phone. Mario got a way bigger name than anything Microsoft has to offer. Am I
wrong on this? Let me ask you this, man. Am I wrong on this? But is the majority of gamers on cell phone a child? I'm not being disrespectful. I'm asking a serious question because I feel like nowadays I feel like the cell phone is just handed to your son.
Yeah,
mama's, trying to cheat on your dad.
Yeah, shut the fuck up here.
Your mama's trying to cheat on your dad. So here, take this shit.
Take this iPad. Take this phone. It's clear that the audience that they want to get is the audience of kids who have their mom's phone or have their mom's iPad or whoever's
or have
iPad.
their own phone that their mama paid for, like that.
They got a
That's
credit
good.
card already saved on some shit, so they can get like every game have the Fortnite syndrome to where Sick is beating on his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they want. That's what they want,
You need
though.
to stop talking about little dude, man. I feel bad already.
That's what they want. They literally want motherfucking kids to take advantage of this type of shit too. Cause let's be honest, nigga, parents ain't the same no more, my nigga. Like parents aren't the same. Like nigga, I'd be dead, nigga. If I even touched something expensive back in the day, that was my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, on top of like parents just don't parent as well as they used to no more. Like kids ain't
You know what I
scared of
blame that
shit.
on? I blame that on
Dang
child
it.
services.
I blame it on I blame it on snitching ass neighbors, nigga. That's what
Really?
child
Yeah, I
services
blame it
won't
on
know
child
until the
services.
neighbors say something, nigga. Like
I guess. I mean, I blame that on child services.
I
Some
mean,
people out of control, like beating them motherfuckers to like damn near
oh
death.
no,
That's too
for
much shit.
sure. You can't be
But
beating
you need
and
to
burning
discipline.
kids and shit.
But
But you
you need
gotta
to
be able
be
to whoop that
disciplined,
ass.
because I
Yeah,
don't
you
care
gotta be
what
able
you
to whoop that
say. Look,
ass. Yeah,
my mama beat me, beat my ass out of trouble.
yeah,
Trust me.
yeah. It's a
I
saying in
still
the
got
hood,
into plenty too, and I still got into plenty. But I
nigga.
would have got it in way worse if she didn't beat my ass.
Nigga,
I'm telling you, like it's necessary.
no, it
Not
is.
don't overdo it, but it's necessary, bro. Like
No. It's a saying out here in the hood, bro, to where like they asked the homegirl, "Hey, why you whipping your son ass?" She says, "So the police won't do it." You know what I'm saying? And
nah,
that's super
real shit.
facts. If you think about it, super facts. Because if you don't discipline your kids, they got people out here who would do it even worse, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like the discipline from people outside of your fucking house. They ain't calling child care or nothing on these fucking cops. They out here killing kids and shit. Whooping their asses, killing
Nah.
them, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either discipline your kids or not, and that's what Microsoft want to take care of. Microsoft want to take advantage of those kids who are new to gaming or kids who think gaming is Fortnite, nigga, and call themselves a gamer. Or I even seen these niggas do console war shit. Oh, I'm an Xbox guy. You're stupid. I'm like, why? No, because it's better. Why, nigga? Because of batteries? Yeah, shut your fucking ass up, nigga. Like it's like they want to take advantage of the naive gamer. Like we got dumb gamers, like Xbox gamers or pony gamers, but they want the naive ones. It's no money in the dumb gamer. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? They haven't made money from, and the Xbox has been
Dumb
getting
gamers
pushed.
hype shit like
Yeah,
a
they hype shit
motherfucker,
up.
don't
That's
buy
it.
shit.
That's it. Hype it up and don't buy it, my nigga. Hype it up and then look at reviews and then hype that up and then don't buy the game ever.
Well, this is what I was trying to tell you, Thrash.
Those assholes.
Just finish this one thing, right? I got on the forums for the No Man's Sky. I told them, don't pre-order it. Watch it on Twitch for the first week and then decide what you think of the gameplay. And they tore me a new arsehole.
Nigga, don't listen to dumb gamers. That's
It was like,
last thing you want to do. Don't even be mad at a dumb gamer. Feel bad for dumb gamers, my nigga. Like, just let them. I let these niggas talk. I learned my lesson long ago, bro. Because they're never gonna admit when they wrong, bro. They're never gonna, because they don't care. They don't care about right or wrong. They just care about getting the laugh or care about feeling better about whatever the fuck they need to be feeling better about. They don't give a fuck about gaming like that, bro. A lot of these
And they
niggas, that's
should
why
do that
I
about
can't talk
else.
to them.
Mhm.
It should have waited because in that first week it was absolutely brutally apparent.
Nigga, did you just hear what I said?
The gameplay just
Nigga, don't worry about these niggas. Cause like Crap Gamer, I never worried about Cub. I knew Cub was on some bullshit when he went to Phil Spencer and told that nigga, hey, I don't like the fact that you put that on there. It's gonna hurt the Xbox. Phil Spencer said, what's wrong with playing with everybody? 1 week later, this nigga was like, what's wrong with playing with everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I can't understand when the salesman has this much power, but it's due to dumb gamers.
I told you, that's what I was saying, man. Sheer professional courtesy.
Yeah.
there's no need to download No Man's Sky from Steam.
Nigga, what
play
the
it for
fuck? Uncompetitive,
and
where you at?
then turn around and refund it. You watch it on Twitch, you say, oh, this looks boring shit, and you don't get
This
it in
is
the first
popcorn,
place.
man.
Then
Hey,
you might hit
fuck
3
No
years
Man's Sky,
might say,
nigga.
oh, right now, I'll get
Give a fuck about about fucking busted ass No Man's Sky. That's No Man's Sky is made for tree hugging niggas. Fatal. See?
You know how demos went
Going
away.
back on mute. Fuck you.
We now have Twitch. We now have Mixer.
We don't
You
have
just
Twitch.
Go on there.
We don't have
They
Twitch no
ain't
more.
practicing.
Nigga, gamers
And
don't.
then you say, I think I'll get it.
Uncompetitive. Gamers don't run Twitch. Bitches with big titties do. That's it. Even the ugly ones.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Gamers are so dumb, nigga. Like these niggas are paying these hoes to write them letters, nigga. Do you understand? To write a letter, nigga. Like what the fuck, nigga paying bitches hundreds and nigga. Like these niggas be complaining when they get robbed by these hoes. I can't. I can't. I fucking look at this shit, bro, and it's like, what the fuck is happening right now, bro? It was already. Hold on, nigga. Hold on, Brexit, nigga. I got a bone to pick with them niggas too, because it was already bad when motherfuckers were saying that Chung Lee titties was too big and these women are too sexualized and all this fucking shit, right? And gamers like, no, that's not why. You know, we just love it. These motherfuckers are over here paying these mediocre bitches with big titties, dog. Like I seen a one. This bitch was picking her nose and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? She had cleavage. She was ugly because her bone structure on her face was just out of whack. But nice ass, smooth ass titties though, Kyle. These bitches over here sitting with shorts on.
Nowadays.
They got their legs wide open. And I'm like, look, I don't mind it, but my nigga, I try my best to let them know that you can go to Pornhub and get more. You can get more at motherfucking X video for free, nigga. Like, fuck. Become a fan of one of these porno bitches that you can watch for free. Act like they're not playing games. They're not even playing video games. They're just sitting there talking.
And then DM them. You know what I'm saying? Get their ad.
I'm saying I can never understand some of these dumb gamers, dog. Dumb.
I would have no problem DMing porno stars. I know they fucking. Like, what's happening?
I'd be like, hey, Pinky, you gained some weight, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's not hard, my nigga. Fuck. It's not hard. Fuck. Stupid ass niggas. I swear that shit kill me every time. Real shit. These niggas, they buying these bitches. That one bitch bath water, nigga, she was like putting her ass in the water and then putting it in a jar and selling it. These niggas was buying that shit. I'm like, this bitch probably got like hepatitis or some shit. And you niggas is buying. The bitch is a regular. The bitch wasn't even regular. She wasn't even that cute, God.
I mean, look, as a heterosexual male, I'll be 100,000 with all of y'all, right? I mean, yeah, man, I like to see a nice, sexy lady when I'm playing video games. Right. What's wrong with that?
What is wrong? Nothing
I'm
wrong.
a heterosexual male. Yes. I'm not asking women to look that way. I know it's impossible. You can't have thighs like Chun-Li.
On me. You can't, nigga, thighs so thick, and then she turns upside down, does the splits, and spins so fast that she hovers across the fucking ground. That shit doesn't happen in real life.
I mean, you better not expect me to be built like Ryu, because damn near.
Right.
Shit, I mean.
Hey, that nigga would be too heavy even
to do what he can do with shit.
Hey, jumping 10 feet. Awesome. Jumping 10 feet in the air, nigga, and not even not sidestepping the fireball.
World, no. It's a fantasy world we created. Couldn't we just live in it? Just let us enjoy that shit, all right?
Right.
We don't expect women to look that way because we know damn well women in reality can't.
Nigga.
So that's all right. We're not saying y'all less beautiful for it. We just saying damn Chun-Li's bad. That's all we saying.
I'm telling you,
we can't just have it.
And what's cool is that on Twitch, it's bitches on there that actually game, that don't do this sexualized shit, and still pretty.
No views.
Prettier than these bitches. No views. Twitch don't give them no partnerships or whatever the fuck they do. No, they give it to the thought bitches. It's crazy, bro. That's not a gaming platform, bro.
Business is business. That's where the money at.
Yeah.
I don't know why you got onto all of this.
I don't.
I know why you got talking about tits.
Oh, hey, nigga, what? Have you ever? You are lucky we ain't talking about booty holes. It's not Friday.
Yes, thank God.
You're talking about, thoughts, aren't you?
I'm just saying, Twitch is supposed to be a gaming. It was made for gaming, right? It was made for streaming gaming, showing people games and all, and do game shit, right? But these niggas don't even do games. These bitches like literally sit in front of a camera, picking their nose, and people are chatting with them and shit. They cussing niggas out and shit. I mean, I cuss niggas out. Pay me. Shit, like
there are men on Twitch
Yeah.
I didn't even know Slick was in here this
I'm
whole
not
time,
even.
man.
I'm not even hating the hustle, bro. I'm not hating the hustle on these hoes. I
On
just hate dumb gamers, dog.
All
That's all.
these hoes.
I don't hate the hustle, bro. I just hate the dumb niggas. Straight
You
up.
don't have to go there to look at the tits. You go there to look at the game.
No, you don't. Not on Twitch, nigga. There's millions. Hey, how many more people do you see play? Okay, tell me something. Do people go there to watch more? Does Doctor Disrespect Cuz get more views than that one bitch that said nigger 3 times? Huh? Which one? Yeah, I thought so, nigga.
3 times? You said it 3
That
times?
bitch said it. Trace, nigga. And then give
Damn,
two
that's
fucks.
2 less than I said.
Trace.
Insane.
That's 2 times less than I said.
Nigga, on me, right? Shit. You know what I'm saying? And she white. And her parents white. And her grandparents white. And they own some niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear this shit. Fuck all that. I just can't. I don't know. I can't. It's hard for me to take a lot of shit, bro. I mean, even in real life, cause like if you go on YouTube right now and stream a game, you'll get less views than you would making some console war bullshit. These are facts.
Yeah, but still,
Amen to that.
I do this. That's what I mainly do on my channel. Is I go off and I play games and I stream the whole thing or some of it until I've made a decision and I'll say what I think of it. I mean, I streamed the whole of Watam and got a platinum on it. So there'll be people there who type into YouTube Watam, then they'll find my stream and they'll come to it and watch it and think, that looks like it's fun, I'll get it.
Nigga.
Now, if they were looking in the store, the PSN store, they can't really tell much from the little video you get there. You don't have a demo for Watam, so you're clueless as to whether the game's going to suit you.
Nigga, you could just type in the game on YouTube and somebody have gameplay of that shit day one. It might even be me. It might be me,
like
Day
Call
Zero.
of Duty, where you kind of say, "Oh, it's like the other Call of Duty that came out last year, or the FIFA that came out last year." It's completely original. So you need to see what the like before you get it.
I wonder if the YouTube app is going to be on Xbox this time. I'm just worried. I'm keep thinking about how this cell phone shit gonna work. How is it gonna work to where Xbox fans still ain't mad, nigga? I mean, it's clear they can come out with any game and they'll hype it up and not buy it. But what if these cell phone niggas don't buy shit? Is it gonna be the end of Xbox totally or what? I think it's risky, dog. I know it's a big ass market, but it's a big ass market everywhere, nigga. If I go and I put my underwear on the internet, there are billions of people on the internet, but I don't think I'm gonna sell those motherfuckers. But the market is big, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly don't think, and everybody can relate with underwear, nigga. Except Flush, cause like he go commando. But other than that, if you wear underwear, nigga, then you can relate to the underwear just like cell phone gamers can relate to console games or just games. Period. I don't know, dog. I don't think this shit gonna work, bro. I don't think it's gonna work, guys. Oh, mama, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I know Xbox niggas ain't gonna follow it to cell phones, no matter how excited, quote unquote, they really are. And Kid Smooth over there smiling and shit, happy. What the fuck are you happy about, nigga? You got Nithos over there. Nigga. Like these niggas over here just literally hyping up this shit, dog. And it's like, nigga, wow.
Arguing about backwards compatibility and having to pay money. You're right that with the Xbox One S All Digital Edition, that one is like a way of getting you to buy stuff that's from the previous gens if you haven't got it. Even if you have got the disc, you can't stick the disc in because there's no disc drive.
But nobody wants to buy a console to play old games, bro. Not console gamers. Console gamers, no matter what they say about how it's anti-consumer, it ain't anti-consumer nothing, nigga. Like niggas buy a brand new generation game, and we understand that old gen games ain't gonna be working right because it's more powerful on one. It's like that one developer said. How are you gonna have a game how are you gonna have two systems? One has the HDD and the other one has an SSD. Like how are you gonna make that shit work? You know what I'm saying? Because you got something that's thousands of times, hundreds of times more faster than the other.
one game will be impaired by loading screens.
No, yeah, loading screens, sure, but there's game processes that don't make sense without fast processing, bro. Like that's taking away the evolution of the next generation. If the next generation is based on SSDs and loading ultra fast, then the game should reflect that as well.
Okay, well they said yesterday, and they said actually before that, but it was less circulated information that the Xbox Series X would have virtual memory that made use of its SSD.
But we're not worried about the S Series X. We're worried about the Xbox One.
When you say how much RAM does it have, and people say, oh, it's 16 gigabytes, but you only get to use so much of it because so much is reserved for the operating system. You can say, fuck that. You've got, half a terabyte or a terabyte of RAM. That's what it basically means, because so much of the RAM.
But that's not answering the question, though. Like if you have a game that runs a certain way because you have an SSD, right? And then you don't have an SSD on the other console that you are making at the same time to cause cross-generation gaming. How is that going to affect the game? Like, are they going to compromise the game? Is what I'm saying.
All that can happen is when they go into doing the stuff with the virtual memory, it will be on titles that only run on the Xbox Series X and PC.
Nigga, there are going to be features. It's just like that one nerd nigga said with Digital Foundry, to where they was going to have Aloy fly, but since it's open world, the memory couldn't handle this shit, so they didn't have her fucking fly.
I felt like that
So
was
now
like such a natural thing. Like, of course, how fly off. Like, it just makes so much.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. I mean, but then again, then you be soaring through the whole fucking maps in minutes, and you can't be able to.
Yeah, but it's so big. I mean, instead of having, think about how many times you have to time travel, like fast travel. I mean, flying would be your fast travel, you know?
Yeah, I'm surprised that in GTA 5 that you can get in a jet and you can fly.
Right, now, but fuck that, nigga. You ain't gonna avoid my question. How would, let's say
that
Horizon on the Xbox Series X was able to fly, but you can't do that process on the Xbox One. So you're gonna have to scrap that flying in the Xbox Series X in order to make it to where that game is equally distributed to everybody, and or even technically sound.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's imagine a scenario where Halo Infinite is on the.
Nigga, I just imagined the scenario though, nigga.
Yeah, but it might be that it has Banshees on the Xbox Series X, but it doesn't have Banshees on the Xbox One.
Nigga, we talking about flying. So if I'm playing my Xbox Series X and I bought the same game for $59.99 and this bitch is flying and my bitch gotta walk to a fireplace to fucking time travel, my nigga, I'ma be hot. Why even do it? Why even do cross-gen if it's not gonna be no cross-gen shit? Why? For what? Only for Xbox Live accounts, nigga? Like, man, nigga, these niggas are fumbling this shit so hard. The more I think about it, the worse it gets. Because they're not only already announcing they're not making games for this next motherfucking generation system. Nigga, the games that do come out for both systems are going to be compromised as well. You might as well not even have this system. You might as well not even have it. And then you got this xCloud shit where they saying they taking phones more serious than they are consoles. Why are these niggas are fucking shit up, bro? I mean, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I don't even care no more. I don't care. I'm thinking about. I don't give a fuck no more. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Xbox. I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm not buying shit. I'm not buying shit from them niggas. I'm about to return my shit. Gonna be fucked up.
I think I know.
Nigga, I'm about to return my shit and slap the shit out of a GameStop motherfucking manager for even selling me this motherfucker. Nah, fuck this. I'm thinking about this shit like, nigga, no, I can't do it. No more. I'm done. No. Why can't niggas come to their own epiphanies on some shit? Like, I can't do it. Even for Hellblade 2. I can't do it. I'm not buying it.
Engaged with it on the basis of being fascinated by the business policies of the Xbox division. and you're making these documentaries about it, which are very, very good, and you're trying to work out what the fuck they're doing and how they can be fucking up so hard.
They fucked up,
And
bro.
you must keep going with it because it's so interesting.
They fucked up for
And
us. They fucked up for us.
Game has been on point so many times.
That's because I'm the king. But still, nah. What I'm saying, nah. I'm thinking about just the future of gaming, bro. Like, I don't know. This fucking Xbox, man. Like this Xbox need to go. Xbox need to go. Niggas need to collectively be like, fuck Xbox. Niggas need to collectively unfollow Phil Spencer, my nigga. Collectively. Just unfollow the nigga. Like, just unfollow anything Xbox. Like, don't even pay attention to... Like, these niggas are really on some dumb gamer shit, my nigga. Dumb gamer level shit. Like I done seen niggas... I think even the Zaire, nigga, shout out to the homie. But this nigga talking about, like, PlayStation wasting money on Spider-Man, nigga, on Insomniac. How do you waste money on... Nigga... These niggas then bought 6 AA studios and then bought $1 billion worth of... You know what? Niggas is on some dumb shit. Niggas is truly on some dumb shit nowadays. Damn. I'm thinking about it, nigga. Like, it's been dumb for a minute. Like, these niggas only talk about PlayStation now. They don't even talk about it. They ain't nothing to talk about with Xbox, so they talk about PlayStation. I see Xbox gamers that used to stream nothing but Xbox games streaming old ass PlayStation. This nigga was streaming The Last of Us. That nigga had 1 viewer.
Oh, they're new games to them. That's why.
But I'm just saying, why be so dumb? Why be so dumb, nigga? Why be so dumb to damage your own thoughts?
And say, what's on the PlayStation? They realise, oh, I've never played The Last of Us. That's why you see them doing it. Is they've never touched it before.
Why so dumb? Why are you so dumb? Like why aren't you realizing that? Hey, I'm a gamer. I like to play games. These niggas gave you Record, nigga. They gave you Record. Think on that. Record. They canceled Scalebound and gave you Crackdown. Just think on this type of shit.
Well, I like Crackdown.
Nigga, they closed Lionhead Games, canceled Fable, and then gave you Sea of Thieves.
No, signed to Playground Games. That's what Fatal said.
I don't understand why niggas don't think about the products they receive for the money they spend. They gave you Game Pass and said, we're going to give you all our games day and date. And for the past 2 years, the only good game they got day and date was Gears. And that's the worst Gears to come out in the Gears series. No, that's not. It's the third worst. But still, it ain't number 1. And then the rest of them are old-ass motherfucking games. They're not telling you when these games are leaving. Nigga, Tomb Raider gone. Nigga. Like they... Man, how can niggas be this dumb for this long? I'm getting baffled by the mathematics of it all. Like, how are you this dumb for this long? It's hard for a dumb nigga, like, babies are dumb, cuz. But at 4 or 5, they can speak a whole language. You know what I'm saying? These niggas spent that same time amount talking the same dumbass language, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, babies come out the pussy crying because that's the only way they know how to communicate and let people know that something's wrong with them. And these niggas ain't cried to Phil yet. Nigga, you gonna say you gonna talk all this shit about PS Now, and PlayStation niggas agreed with him about how bad streaming is, only to cheer on these niggas doing streaming.
Okay, I think I understand why they're like that. I don't support them being like that. I'll say that up front. But this is the reason. Don Matrick screwed up the launch so horribly. That was when I would say the Xbox brand was dead. Okay, you made a video about the Xbox brand just having died recently. Well, it happened in 2013. They lost the console war then. There was no turning it around. They fucked it over. Okay? But then they come in with Phil Spencer and they say, see what you can do with this. And he does what he can. He listens to what people are saying and they say, we don't like the Xbox one. It's too big, black and boxy. So he gives them a small white box. Complete waste of money. It's not any more powerful. It's got just enough more CPU overclock so it can do HDR.
Man,
because they somehow had the
play
vision.
uncompetitive though. Fuck all that. Uncompetitive. None of that shit none of that shit matters no more. Nigga, we have already gotten the results. The results are in, nigga.
But he delivers that to people. They don't need to have the external power supply anymore.
Fuck
it's internal.
That. None of that matters though.
And people happy that
nigga, it don't matter no more. Them niggas not happy. Them niggas not even selling.
Yes,
if they was happy, they'll buy shit. The fuck they ain't buying shit? Who buying shit?
Hold on, man. Can I ask? Hey, Sick, are you here, bro? Can I ask you a question real quick?
Oh, what's up, Sick?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just listening to the conversation, bro.
Hey, should I cop the Zombie Army trilogy too, bro, or should I?
Oh, I would skip Zombie Army trilogy, bro. I'd just go straight to 4. 4 is fucking fire, my nigga. But trilogy was whack as fuck, my nigga.
All right. See, that's what I need to cop the shit.
What's up,
I got 2 recommendations already. And I'm like, you know what? It's zombie shit. I love zombie shit, man. I can't. You know what I mean?
Bro, that game is fire, my nigga. Like I wasn't even expecting that. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be some bullshit, but it turned out to be a really good game.
Motherfuckers out here always talking about, I'm so tired of zombie shit and cop it anyways. You know what I mean? I love zombie shit. I ain't gonna front. I never get bored of it. Well, I haven't yet. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm on the same wave. Nah, but I heard the conversation that y'all was having. I just I'm at a loss for words, man. I've heard several different conversations today. Not just here, just all around. But I just really didn't even care to comment on the shit. First of all, the Insomniac shit where Sony paid $229 million.
Yeah. I
was sitting there thinking to myself, I said, damn, $229 million. Then I thought about all the franchises that Insomniac owns.
Nigga.
From Ratchet and Clank.
I wonder have Insomniac made that at least that much for Sony already.
Oh, they've made over that.
They made triple
quadruple that.
Insomniac gonna be for sure.
Insomniac gonna be doing double duty for Sony, making flat screen games and VR games.
Exactly. Yo, it was so funny, bro, because I saw somebody was like, "Yo, I don't know who they said that shit, but said that Sony overpaid for Insomniac."
Yes, I'm tripping on.
I said, like, after that game that they just finished for Oculus, a game called Stormlands, which was received very, very well. I think Sony had to lock them down.
Yeah, no, they had to lock them down for a number of reasons. A, they made the best-selling superhero game ever, ever, on one platform. That's number one. And God knows how much money they made from Spider-Man, because that shit already hit like 16 million already.
Yeah, real shit.
Fucking retarded numbers, dog. And then when you look at what they've done for them in the past, the Ratchet and Clank games, they've worked on other games. They've worked on they own what is the Resistance franchise.
Yeah, Resistance. Nigga.
They have their VR catalog. They own the garbage trash Sunset Overdrive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they own that trash.
God, they're a hardworking company, my nigga. They put out the most games in generation, my nigga. One of the only put out like what four AAA games in one generation. Crazy shit.
If Sony would have locked them down, I think they would have been spread too thin, and I think the quality of the next Spider-Man game probably could have been affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they already know the culture of Sony. They already know that they meet the standards of what Sony is. I mean, every game that they put out met the standard of what Sony is. Ratchet and Clank was like fucking nigga. Ratchet and Clank, you think PlayStation? They was talking about making Ratchet the motherfucking mascot. When Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, nigga, fucking Resistance. When that shit came out, that shit was up there smashing shit. You know what I'm saying?
I still say Sly Cooper should be the mascot.
Sly?
Yeah, Sly Cooper.
Nigga, I'll give it
he's a good mascot. He's already wearing blue.
Nigga, I give it to Gex. Nigga, relax. Gex.
Oh,
You
shit.
just don't like him because he's a coon. That's all.
I
You know?
would have thought the Spider-Man was the mascot, since
No,
how
that's Marvel's mascot.
Yeah,
the
that's someone else's mascot.
the
It can't be.
PS3 was the Spider-Man.
No, can't be. You might as well have Ellie kissing that whole other bitch. Nigga, you might as well
Man,
have that if
I'll
that's
buy
the
that
case.
special edition console.
Oh my mama, nigga.
I'll for
I'll
sure
have that.
buy
I'll have
that
that.
special edition console.
My shit that boot up like PlayStation, and so these two bitches, just dirty bitches, just kissing it out, nigga. Like, nigga, welcome to the new world, nigga. Gonna be fucked up. But nah, nigga, it's been an interesting day, my nigga. What you feel about that Sony shit? I mean Sony. I mean that Samsung and Xbox shit, my nigga. How you feeling about that?
What's the deal?
Nobody knows.
So I mean, okay, I'm a little lost. So
okay,
wait,
I'll tell you what we do know. We do know that Microsoft is trying to reach 6 billion, 8 billion, whatever the fuck people. We do know that they have this infatuation with cell phone gaming. We do know that Samsung, that Xbox in some capacity, which most likely will be xCloud, will be coming to the new Galaxy phone that runs 5G. So, and we do know that they have a partnership. This isn't a fucking app. This is more of a partnership. So there's agreements on both sides.
So let's break it down. Right? Okay, so now they have the xCloud, right? That's going to be on, what is it, only on their new phone?
We don't know. I believe it's only on their new phone.
So that mean that they're trying to sell phones,
pre-installed packs.
So you got to look at it from this perspective, right? Why would Microsoft make a deal like that? I mean, there's a couple of reasons why they would make that deal. One, because you want to have the best type of performance when you do release xCloud, and they're already kicking off, kickstarting with the 5G shit. So, that makes sense for them to do it that way, right?
Right.
Looking at it from the perspective of xCloud, it ain't gonna make a difference. Niggas is not finna go out and buy a Samsung phone, especially the Samsung 20, the S20, right? That's gonna cost like $1,000+ to play fucking xCloud, my nigga. Let's be real. Let's be real.
I don't know niggas who paying $5 to pay xCloud.
Yeah, people ain't gonna leave the current phone that they have to get this phone just to play xCloud, my nigga. Like, it's just not going to make that. It's not gonna make a difference, because again, you got to separate the people who are already in the ecosystem from the people that they're trying to reach. The people they're trying to reach don't give a fuck about walking around with no goddamn Xbox controller in their hand attached to their goddamn phone. They just don't. That's not the average mobile gamer. And I think people need to really reassess what they think the type of impact this is going to have, right? And you have to understand, Microsoft has had a lot of deals, a lot of partnerships with Xbox. All of their Samsung TVs, you know what I'm saying? When the Xbox One X dropped, they had a partnership with that. I mean, nobody was really screaming about that. And what difference did it make? Niggas still went out and bought TCL TVs, Hisense TVs, and other fucking TVs. And it's going to end the same way with this phone. Honestly, that's the only logical and possible step for this. Now, is it a good or bad thing? For Microsoft, it might be a good thing. It may bolster their xCloud product, right? And Samsung is a huge name, right? But I mean, what do you guys think the impact of this is going to be? Because again, the fact of the matter is, niggas just don't really want to play on no mobile fucking device like that.
It's not
That's
for
what
us.
I've been saying.
It's not for us. I said it wasn't gonna make it anyway, because I don't even think cell phone gamers aren't into console games. Console gamers aren't into cell phone gaming. So
let me.
I'm saying, like, I don't think any one of us would walk around with
your face against the nigga.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not gonna happen. Like, and like, you're gonna have like pouches and shit to carry it with you. No, I don't think we care enough to, like, we need to play games that.
Well,
bad.
they're gonna have the virtual controllers on it. I just think the games, if they're gonna run console games on it, the game is gonna be too complex. You only gonna have so much space for it to make sense.
Well, no, like, that's what we're saying. That's why you won't be able to have that same. Like, I played a fighting game on a phone. the input is basically your thumb on the screen putting in the input,
Right.
and that was terrible.
The worst. You
You know
got
what I mean?
you got to feel it.
It just
You got to
doesn't
feel that
register.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but the difference between console gamers and mobile gamers is it's really simple. Mobile gamers are passive gamers, where console gamers are active gamers, meaning the game needs your attention right then and there. You see what I'm saying? With mobile gaming, it's more of a passive type hobby. Like that's why people play like Farmville and Candy Crush and
shit.
yeah, exactly. There's
I'm
something
only
that they
playing this
could
shit
jump
because I'm at the
in.
office waiting for a motherfucker.
Right. Something you
I
can
got
jump
15 minutes to
in
kill. Shit.
and
But
jump
that-
out of without losing your progress.
But that's why I think that Microsoft is going to start making cell phone level games. Games like that. Still put them on the Xbox Series X, but let third party run Xbox Series X with the console games, and they focus on making all their games cell phone style. You see what I'm
But
saying?
that's fine. Microsoft said that they said fuck consoles anyway.
Yeah, right.
Like
that's what I'm saying. I've been
if
said
you
that's
pay
what I was
close
just ranting
attention,
about. Like fuck them niggas, man.
no, for real. Pay close attention to what they're doing, right? Like, look, take all the fanboy shit out because I know y'all niggas, y'all live and die by the fanboy code, right? Take all the fanboy shit out of it and just take a look at the moves that they make, and that's why I don't even talk about that shit no more, bro. Because it feels like it feels redundant at this point, right? Like they're trying to get you out of caring about the console. They're literally trying to do this, and they are pushing full speed ahead, full force ahead. They are not making another fucking console, bro. This is the last this is the last go round for the motherfuckers. It's that's what it is. That's why they're pushing all of this platform agnostic bullshit that they're telling you guys. Because they don't want you to care about the box. If you don't care about the box, they don't have to make the box. Which is why when I see dumbass niggas like Kid Smooth around here, like, ha, look at me, I'm playing xCloud on the go. That's what they want. That's exactly what they want. They
Dumb
want
gamers,
you to put that
nigga.
idea
That's
out
what I
there.
call it, nigga. Dumb game. I'm using that shit from now on. That's going.
Yo,
I'm pushing that shit as much as do what you do, nigga. Dumbass gamer, nigga. I can't stand this dumbass gamer. Dumb gamer, nigga. You shut up.
Nah, but that's what they want you to do.
What they want.
And it makes perfect sense because now that I got you out of the headspace of thinking about console, now you think of me as something more than just a console. Now I have no obligation to make another console because now you have accepted what I've told you. You have accepted the conditioning that I've given you. You've accepted that streaming is the future and using another piece of hardware to access your Xbox games. That's what they want you to do. So don't be surprised if you see fucking Game Pass or some shit like that show up on fucking Nintendo Switch or the PlayStation. They don't give a fuck no more. They don't want you to give a fuck no more. And they're pushing this narrative. The funny part about it is they're doing it in such a way where it's super obvious. But these niggas think that they doing them a favor and just giving them options.
Dumb game.
Y'all motherfuckers don't understand, bro. And I thought about this shit for a long time, for a very long time. And then I said, I realize what they're doing. So when I told people I'm backing away from Xbox, I'm not buying another Xbox, niggas was like, oh, that's just because you're a pony. You're a pony. No, nigga. They don't care about that fucking console.
Yeah, but you ever in a place and you see like
This is nigga. Put your mic closer to your face, my nigga.
No, I'm saying, have you ever been in like so you see all the wildlife just running one direction and shit?
Nigga, every time you get to say that, it cuts your ass off, nigga.
Right.
I think my shit's downloading. It's fucking up my internet.
Something, nigga. Your shit is
I'm downloading that game right now.
cutting the fuck off.
Can you hear me now though?
Yep.
All right. I was just saying, man, you ever been in like a secluded area and you see like wildlife, all of it just running towards one direction?
Oh yeah, nigga. That's when you run. That's when you run with them niggas.
Yeah, that's right. That's when predators and prey. Yeah, when predators and prey run in one direction and they haul assing. Something like that means all of them are scared of that shit.
It's death.
Yeah, so
death
so
is,
you should
is in
join
the
them.
air, nigga. That way, the opposite way, nigga.
Yeah, you can hop on the moose and ride on the moose. The
Moose wouldn't give a fuck. We getting
fuck
out of
this
here,
humans on
nigga.
me. Whatever behind me is way worse. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep on running. I don't even give a fuck. I'm not even gonna take the time to stop to buck him off of me. I'm just gonna keep on running. That's how scary that shit is, and that's basically what we saw, man. We done. That's what it is.
It's a wrap.
I mean,
I'm never buying an
you know what
Xbox
I mean?
again, dog. Never. I'm about to trade my shit in while it's still worth something.
But you have to give Microsoft their props. Yeah. They have controlled the narrative the entire way. Got these niggas saying shit that they should never be saying, which I would never understand. Never in a million years. I don't give a damn if this is what a company wants to be the future. If I don't want it to be the future, fuck that future they talking about. These niggas are like, let's embrace it, guys. Yeah, let's let them give us less. I mean, this is great. I mean, but we saw this happening ever since they tried to make multiplayer like the mainstay of gaming. They've been trying to do this shit, and it's obvious what their plan was. This wasn't Microsoft's plan just this generation. This has been Microsoft's plan since the OG Xbox One. They got people acquainted with Xbox Live with the OG Xbox One. They got niggas paying for DLC on the Xbox 360, right? Mm-hmm. They got the multiplayer narrative pushed on the Xbox 360, and then they built subscriptions for you to access those multiplayer games.
Craziness.
Bruh, the shit is right there in your face, though.
It's craziness. So these niggas still talking about somebody's motherfucking AAA games. And it's like none of that shit matters. Nothing matters no more, nigga. Nothing ever said ever. Nothing matters no more, man. Anybody acting like they got some kind of narrative, nothing matters no more, bro. This shit is a fucking rap. It's all it is, too.
At the beginning of this generation, AAA games, big budget titles mattered, right? When Microsoft told them niggas, exclusives, it's not about exclusives. Everybody should be able to play everything. These niggas say everybody should be able to play everything, nigga. Like, I don't understand what is wrong with these niggas. I don't give a fuck what you're a part of. If you're a part of any type of membership, there has to be exclusivity. Because why else be a part of that fucking membership? Why be a part of that group if there's no exclusivity to it? Why be a part of this group if there's no perks?
Well, I would do you even better than that, man. Right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, why you even have those type of groups? Why can't you see a game on a system? You're like, I gotta play that shit, so I'm just gonna copy it and play that shit. You know what I mean? That's just why even say, oh, I'm a PC dude and I can't play it because I am a PC dude. No, you can play it. Just buy the shit. You don't have to join no club. You ain't got to high-five PlayStation dudes afterwards. You ain't got to say shit. You're just like, oh, this game looks dope. Let me go ahead and buy the shit so I can play it. And just be done with it. Just don't even like mention it. Don't even give a fuck about it. Just play the shit.
Listen,
why is that so difficult? You feel
you're assuming that these people are gamers. That's where you're wrong, my man. That's where you're wrong.
But we gotta start the conversation somewhere, right? And that's where, come on, man.
It's super hard for me to do that with anything that I really want. It's super hard for me to say I'm not gonna play this because it's XYZ place. I can't do it. If I truly want to play it, nothing's gonna stop me from playing it. Mm-hmm. That's how I've always been. That's how I will always fucking be.
All I'm saying is that we got 2 consoles left. That's all I'm saying. Fuck the
I feel like another one's gonna take its place. It's been like that.
I hope so, man. I need it. I do need it, man. I like to see. I like gaming, man. When people are trying, man. We knew Xbox, especially us. We've been talking this shit for years, but now it's just like to see the way they exiting is already just ugly. And I just can't stand to see gamers act like it's nothing. We need something.
It would be absolutely hilarious if Samsung hop into the game.
They might. They might. Low key. Just like PlayStation did Nintendo.
They set for it if they do. I mean, if you think about it, they make a lot of the hardware that's in this motherfuckers.
Yeah,
exactly. So, the only thing is they need to hire talent that's been in the gaming industry because they're in the gaming industry to know about it well enough.
They need to be hungry. That's what it is. They need to be hungry, bro. They really need to be hungry. Like Microsoft ain't hungry because they full already. You know what I'm saying? They just doing this shit just to get extra snacks on the side. The Xbox ain't nothing but a snack to them. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody that's hungry, my nigga. Like we with Microsoft, it's like Eminem 2020, nigga. Nah, nah, he's trying to. Eminem. Eminem 2020 is like it's starting to sound like Eminem 98. But we need the not 98. My bad. 2018. No, I can't even say that. Fuck. Okay. We got the hungry Eminem and the not hungry Eminem. We need the hungry Eminem. Okay, fuck.
That's about 2003. That's about 2003. Really?
That nigga old. I can't figure out his years, but nigga, we need the hungriness, nigga. And Microsoft ain't never been hungry. Well, they were. Microsoft was trying to impress for the extra money they can get for this idea that they had. But once that was over, it was a wrap. After the Connect, it was a wrap. Connect 1, after that, it was that all downhill from there. 100% downhill from there.
And it was even before then.
When? Since when?
It was at the point of the red ring of death when they had to shell out $1 billion for that motherfucker. They was past this bullshit.
That's a good point.
Because right after that shit, nigga, they stopped with the games, nigga. They stopped with everything. They was like, shit, we had to pay $1 billion, nigga. Fuck y'all. Deal with them third parties, nigga.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good point. If Red Rings to Death that would have been a moment for anybody, nigga. Low key. 50-60% failure rate, nigga. No, that would have been a moment for damn near anybody.
But see, that's self-imposed though. They had to get that year head start, so they didn't have enough time to R&D that shit properly.
Yeah, real shit.
Nah, they wanted to get the head up. That's they wanted.
What yeah. So they rushed the development of this shit because they need that heads up in order to, a whole year head start to be able to do something to Sony, but. They have to sacrifice something, all that development time.
I mean,
and it still didn't do them a lick of good. Yeah. Not a lick of good.
They bought their way through.
Pay for it billions.
They bought their way through.
I mean, the ramifications
even before that. I mean, Halo and Gears just bought companies. You know what I'm saying? That already had games in the works. Well, I don't know about Gears. I think Gears, Epic was already bought when they started making Gears, if I'm not mistaken. What is the story on Epic? No, was it they was making Gears?
Epic was an independent company. They was making a game. They partner with Microsoft, and what happened is Microsoft was about to put Gears on the PlayStation, and then Microsoft bought the franchise.
You're right, because it still ended up on PC, the first ones, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. So them niggas never.
I did not know that.
They never. So they always paid their way through their success. It's just that they don't got the money no more though.
I'm still under the belief that Forza is Sega GT.
Damn,
if any of y'all played Sega GT, right after that game disappeared, Forza appeared, and that shit is very, very similar.
I was thinking Project Gotham, nigga.
Because think about this: where did you come out of the air with a racing game? Think about it.
I mean,
you were never known for anything.
Nigga, them niggas was copying off of Gran Turismo's success anyway. They wanted to bite on that.
Often because Starfield Bizarre Creations came over to turn 10.
These niggas got the fucking nerve to say that Forza is better than Gran Turismo. Fuck these dumb gamers, cuz. I just start thinking this shit. It's like, one, you can get a true license. You know what?
That shit was wild as fuck when I heard that. You can get a real license.
There's a group of gamers that say that, and they say that, y'all, okay. So are we gonna just play dumb to the fact that niggas been trying to give Microsoft a leg up forever?
I mean, I know
just trying to give them anything.
I know, but it's like it's to the point to where these niggas ain't giving you. I'm like, this entire time you're spending money, my nigga. This entire time that you're carrying this company, you're also paying them, my nigga. Like, I'm just tired. I didn't think, honestly, I thought Xbox niggas would have woke up by now, right? I mean, PlayStation niggas woke up when that nigga told you to get two jobs. PlayStation niggas was like, nigga, what? You get two what, nigga?
But here's the thing, though. I feel like the the vocal minorities really see shit. You know what I mean? Because there's millions of dudes that own an Xbox, right? They can't all feel that way. Like, there's no way they feel that way for real. The dude on the Xbox, but these dudes in particular, I don't know, man. It's not really about gaming. It's just about having conversations online.
It's about getting likes
and your friends and shit. Yeah, that's what they about.
and views
I mean,
and subscriptions.
it can't.
It is.
Like,
I remember I told y'all a long when y'all niggas didn't pay attention, because I be saying a lot of shit niggas don't be paying attention, and then it comes back and niggas be like, yo, you know what, you did say that shit. I was like, bruh, y'all don't think it's wild that niggas really take these motherfuckers online that fucking serious, dog? I was like, y'all don't think it's wild that niggas be like, hey, yeah, don't check my trophies or my achievements. What does that have to do with anything? I don't have enough time to play video games. I have a life, okay? But these are the same people that be podcast hopping from podcast to podcast to podcast to podcast, and they can do 8 hours worth of podcast, but don't want you to say anything about them gaming. But all they talk about is gaming. Explain it.
Frauds.
Explain it.
It's unexplained. You can't explain the unexplainable.
well,
let me tell you.
The
weirdest thing I ever heard in my life, my dog, and this is when I knew that it was a rap, bruh. This is when I had to block every Drake Ward account I could fucking find. Niggas said this nigga really streamed games for 8 hours. And he was surprised. He, she, they, him, them, whatever, was surprised. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, really? Nigga, we in the gaming community and you're surprised that a nigga is streaming a game?
Huh. Facts.
That's when I knew it was a rap. I was like, these niggas is gossiping little bitches, right? They just like a whole slew of just hoes. Because when I see it, I can't believe that any of them niggas might be a man with dick and balls, bro. Ain't no way. There's no way, bro.
Look at this gamer playing video games for 8 hours while talking to a mic. Matter with this.
Yo, this shit is wild, bro. And then I remember seeing some shit, dog, where one time them niggas was like, man, they're trying to shut down a black business. I was like, what black business? What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Gossiping? Talking about fucking crumb side, nigga? You calling yourself a black bitch? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Fuck out of here, dog. Eat a dick. That's what you could do.
I mean, I defended them on that because I'll be.
Man, fuck them niggas.
No, you are allowed to do all the fuckery that you want because you are allowed to do so. I ain't trying to be a part of it.
Yo, I ain't know that niggas be low key scared of niggas on the internet, bro.
Nigga.
This shit is crazy, dog. Like, this shit is wild to me, bro. Like, it really don't compute to me, dog. And niggas they be trying to figure out why I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I sleep well at night. Y'all niggas be worried about what another nigga about to tell you about you on the internet, nigga. Like, bruh, how, my nigga? How? I've been trying to figure this shit out for long. Like, niggas really care about how niggas feel about over the air.
Hey,
I
can't.
I'll be damned.
Hey, niggas be trying to bully niggas and shit. That shit be funny. I be looking at niggas. Niggas be trying to.
Wait. Thrash, real shit. Explain that. Explain your logic, your thinking in that bullying sense. How in the fuck is that even possible?
I'm saying, why you think I said trying, nigga? Why you think I
said
trying?
But I'm saying. How? Because I've heard people really say that they get bullied on the internet. How?
They watched the news and they saw this little white girl get talked about because one of her eyebrows was burnt off, and they put that shit on the internet and they call that shit burnt bully. You know what I'm saying?
No. Y'all ain't
damn, bro, shit.
That was a real episode on Dateline.
You know what I'm saying? That's how these niggas feel. If I say something, bad about Phil Spencer and they disagree with it, now it's bullying. Nigga, I'm bullying because I got facts now. That's what it is. It's like, oh my God, you're bullying me. Like, fuck out of here, man. Or niggas be trying to, hey, stupid nigger. I be laughing like, nigga, you know you on the internet. I know you on the internet. You know you're not saying that shit in person. I know you're not saying that shit in person. So, like, what is it supposed to be? But then, like I said, people try their best to do what they believe is bullying to niggas, and it's just impossible. You know what I'm saying? To me. But some niggas, hey, nigga, believe it or not, that nigga Smooth said he was getting bullied at one moment. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
the fuck out of here.
Hey,
dog.
have you seen Smooth? Have you seen Smooth? Have you seen that nigga face? That nigga look like he get bullied online. Like if he just look like he feel
no.
bad.
Damn trash.
It looks like he get bullied in real life, nigga. Not that nigga get bullied in real life. A lot of these niggas get bullied in real life. You know what? I come to the conclusion that that's why they take this shit like real serious, because this is like a do-over for their life, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like you can now be something that you've never ever fucking been. You that you could never be.
Yeah.
Like you can feel cool right now.
You could be popular
because niggas was smacking you.
Niggas
was smacking. Yo, you remember when a nigga used to get a fresh cut, nigga, and you catch their ass walking down the hallway? Nigga hit him with that, hit him with that smack. Bro, that's what I be like, dog. I be looking at half these niggas like this, like, bruh, is this the only place where you're cool?
Bruh. I mean, hey, on my mama, nigga, have you seen?
Actually, a good point there, sick. Goddamn.
I know. If you look at it, if you just look at the popular niggas on YouTube, a lot of these niggas you can tell is swag free, nigga. Like
swag free.
I'm telling you. Like look at Cole Eastwood, cuz. If you look at his videos, hey, shout out to Cole Eastwood.
Yo, fuck that kid.
That nigga's one of the best editors in gaming, right? In the gaming section. I give him the respect of his editing skills. Cuz can make some good videos. They lying throughout the shit. But the nigga at first was making gun videos and playing guitars and shit, all half bald. Like that nigga.
Why is all these Xbox niggas have all, bro?
Nigga, the stress of holding $1 billion company will do that to you, my nigga. Shit, nigga. I mean, what can you do? Nigga, Randall Thor, nigga. That nigga look like an out of shape Andre the Giant, my nigga. Walking around. You know what I'm saying? Walking around, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, nigga. That nigga look like the big show with a belly, nigga. Like that nigga, like I mean, these niggas this is all they got, my nigga. And I've been saying this shit, cause like this is all these niggas got, cause all the attention that they want. They get wrong about something, they be quiet. They want to block niggas and say blocked. Like that's cool, nigga. Like to block a nigga. Like I don't get it. Like I don't know, man. This is all they got, nigga. And this is a lot of times it's not even gamers. It's niggas who barely game. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who barely game. Niggas is antisocial as fuck.
But that's the biggest problem that I have with this, because these are the same people who are running with the rhetoric that this is just simply the future. Just get on board. They don't care because they don't really play video games like that. But then when they see anybody who actually gives a damn because they've been playing video games for their entire life, it's weird to them.
Yeah.
They can't understand it. And now I get it. I realize that, which is why I can't really talk to you if you ain't got that same passion, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I call out so many niggas. I call out so many niggas on these sticks, bro. Every time these niggas get raspy, it's a new word I made up. I made up a couple months ago. Raspy as fuck. Nigga, these niggas get raspy around a nigga. I'd be like, all right, hop on the sticks. Hop on the sticks right now. I'll boot. What game you got that you good at? I don't know a single gamer that get called out like that, cuz. And don't want to handle business. It was a nigga named like Gaming Lord or some shit. Lord Game. Okay, my nigga. Run it. Right now.
One of them Iron Lord niggas?
I think it was one of them Iron Lord niggas and shit.
Or
nigga.
Sir, or King. Them you know how they be.
I'm like, run it. Nigga, I'm that's why I'm the king, nigga. I be calling shit out. Shut up, nigga. I ain't one of them.
Right, y'all, I gotta go get this gaming therapy in before I go to bed.
Yeah, do your thing, my nigga.
I'm about to be doing that.
Yeah, me too. But I fucking promise you, nigga, like you call niggas out in the game. Where I come from, that's like fighting words in the gaming world, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like in the gaming community I come from, niggas would be like, nigga, I'll smash you in Madden, nigga. Even casual niggas out here be like, nigga, I'll kick your ass in Madden. And they mean that shit. They're like, run it. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, these streamer niggas, these YouTube niggas, they don't really run it, my nigga. They too scared to get dragged across the floor. I think it's because of what I did to Ryan. I think it's that halfway. Because I clowned that nigga throughout. But that's what you're supposed to, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go the fuck in on niggas you dragging through the ground on the game just to make them better, nigga. I played Draco knowing I was gonna get my ass whooped in some fucking Street Fighter, nigga. I knew I was gonna get my ass whooped. But hey, you hop on the sticks. The only thing it's gonna make me do is want me to play games more. Period. It's gonna make me want to hit the lab, nigga.
Just to be fair, he wasn't bad.
Nigga, I wasn't bad, nigga. I just wasn't
He
good.
wasn't bad.
This nigga picked up Ryu, nigga, and it was a wrap. Once.
You get by playing people better than you.
Were you supposed to play? You supposed to never believe someone's better than you, even if you get your ass whooped. You just supposed to say it's because I need to hit the lab. Period. You know what I'm saying? Where I come from, nigga, I would get my ass whooped and taken so much that I would hit the fucking lab, come back, and murderize niggas. And then they'll hit the lab, come back, murderize me, and the saga would continue, my nigga. Until niggas is low key made professionals. Like,
bro, that's mad footage of me getting wrecked on Tekken,
man.
You know what I mean? And I ain't even tripping. I mean, shit, I'm getting wrecked on Tekken.
No, you can't. You just bring it back and start over again, my nigga.
I'm saying, but that's the difference, though. The footage is out there. I mean, we can always run it.
Hey,
yeah, but see, it's weird though. Like, okay, so just back it up a little bit and think about this, right? If you come for somebody's throat, right, and you like, man, I'll fucking punch your teeth in the back of your goddamn throat, right? Then they like, oh, you trying to be a gangster and blah, blah, blah. But then when you tell a nigga, okay, get on those sticks.
On me.
Niggas is copping pleas to that too. I
don't get it.
There is no happy medium. The only way to actually be able to associate with fuck niggas like this is to not give a fuck about gaming. That's number one. And just agree to disagree, even no matter how stupid it sounds. It's impossible for me to have a conversation with somebody, know something sounds ridiculously stupid, and then not challenge it. It's impossible, bruh. It's impossible. I can't do it. You got some niggas be like, yeah, on to the next question, right? I can't do that. Because it'll bother me, bruh. It'll bother me because I'm like, what the fuck is this? But then I had to realize that YouTube is a profession.
Oh, me. Oh, my mama.
And then that's when I realized that I was a terrible YouTuber. I realized that, dog. I realized that I was a terrible fucking YouTuber. I was like, bro, I can't play the game, bro. It's impossible for me to play the game.
No, real shit.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm
like
sorry,
that, bro. You can't sell the brand.
I can't, dog. I can't because I can't say something that I don't believe.
On me. You gotta,
I just can't do it.
When you gotta start appeasing niggas, appeasing these YouTube niggas. Like, imagine, nigga. Imagine if I had to appease niggas in the chat, like this chat right here. Nigga, if I had to appease Coon and at the same time impatient, at the same time beats, nigga, fuck all three of them niggas. It's easier to be like, fuck y'all niggas. I'm gonna do what I do, and you do what you do. Rather than me trying to make sure that you stay on my team and stay subscribed to me and stay paying for my Patreon and stay doing super. Fuck all that. That's too much. Nigga, I got a job.
Is that a zombie with chicken wings for?
That's a zombie with chicken wings for arms, my nigga. What's up, Bobby Jeezy?
Yeah, I ain't got nowhere to go. So yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna play this game for a little bit.
Yeah. We can do our outro. So it's been 3 hours. It's Tuesday.
Watch that Parasite movie, bro. That shit is fucking fire.
Where you
dog.
watching that?
I'll tell you off air, bro.
Oh damn. That kind of parasite movie. Oh, okay.
It's just the way he said. I'm like, ah, shit.
nah, that movie lit though. It's in Korean. But honestly, like I just turn on the subtitles, bro, and you still gonna enjoy the fuck out of that movie.
Okay. I watch anime, so subtitles is like a natural way for me to watch shit, nigga. So it is.
Yeah, but you know some niggas can't read, dog. So,
yeah.
You know you tell them they gotta read, and niggas be like, nah, that movie's terrible.
Yeah, like OBJ. Like, you know, I mean,
nah, OBJ, the nigga who told me about the movie.
I gotta fuck with this nigga. I gotta fuck with him. He a Redskins fan. Nigga. I don't think he understands how bad that team is. He can't read the name. Oh. Nah, but I'm out of here, my niggas. We can do what we do. Cuz. Go ahead, Jacob. With your outro, cuz. You got anything to say?
Man, I'm about to hop on the Zombie Army 4, man. We out. Bro, Flush, Regular X. You know what I'm saying? All that.
But you Fatal, white boy?
Yo, Fatal here. Glad to be here. Fuck it, I'm out.
Glad to be here. I'm out. That sound right, my nigga.
Hey, whatever, man.
Competitive, cuz. What you
Mini
got?
all stream.
Good evening and goodbye.
Shut up, bro.
Good evening and goodbye, my niggas. Fuck niggas is weird, nigga. Go ahead, Sick, and drop anything. You drop any, nigga? Is you streaming anytime soon? I be hurt at work sometimes, nigga. I be hurt at work.
You know. Well, here's the thing, bro. Like I've been fucking sick, dog. So I ain't really want to even engage in no topics. Even when I come here, bro, I'm fucking coughing like a madman, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm finally getting over this shit. I can finally taste again. That shit fucked up. It fucked my sinuses like up, like for real. But no, I'm gonna be back. I'm definitely gonna do a podcast tomorrow. Actually, my fucking my baby died today too, dog. My 2003 Crown Victoria fucking died. Man.
What? Rest in peace.
It took a dirt nap, my nigga. I felt bad, dog. I felt bad because the way it died was just so terrible. But I mean, it is what it is. I was already like
years though.
Yeah. No. And I had it from the fucking beginning, my nigga. Like, so, you know, it was time to go. It was time for Betsy to get laid to rest. Yeah. And she's out of here. But, you know, my Chrysler baby. Whew,
damn.
That fucking 300 is super sexy, my nigga. That's all I'm saying.
You should have took a picture of the back seat before you let it go, my nigga. Just hang it up.
Nah, I still got it. It's parked in my driveway.
Okay. I thought it was gone. Like, okay. You good then.
Nah, I'm still debating, man, because it's a electrical issue. So I might just go in and dive in and figure out what a short is and fix it. But then again, I might just be like, fuck it, because it's pretty much a project car now. So
right,
you know what I was gonna do is just pretty much strip it. I was gonna strip it down, but I don't know. I don't even think I really want. Plus, I want a newer model, so I'm probably gonna get like a 2013-14 Ford Crown Victoria and keep it at that, because I love my baby, man.
Nigga,
my baby,
but
my
ain't
baby
you
was
gonna
sexy,
be mad?
bro. But
ain't you gonna be mad that all those new features on?
You know what? You know, and that's the thing. I need to give Ford a call and let them know they're anti-consumer for that shit. Like for real. I need to let them know that it needs to be forwards and backwards compatible. Like, you know, I just have to do that. Nah. But shout out to y'all niggas. If y'all niggas ain't played Zombie Army, nigga, like, definitely go and play that joint. That shit is fire, bro. Especially if you got 3 people to play with, my nigga. Like, that co-op is serious. Co-op is serious.
I might go pick him up.
I'm telling you, man. Dude, watch some gameplay, bro. And I'm sure, bro, if you like that type of shit, bro, you're going to enjoy the fuck out of that game, because it's competition based too, even when you're playing with co-op. So it's a challenge to see who can get the most points and shit. You got to carry a combo with your gun or with your melees or your supers and shit like that.
Yeah, keep it
like
going.
The shit is fun though. Yeah, the shit is fun though.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check him out. Oh, my speaking of dying too, nigga, my PlayStation is dying. Nigga.
Nah, do this.
That's dying in my disk drive, nigga. Nigga, that shit's not working right, nigga. I put Sekiro in there, nigga. Sekiro was like, nigga, I'm not working. Nigga, question mark. You know that question mark come up? Yes, nigga. Question mark, nigga. I'm feeling bad right now, nigga.
It could be just like dirty.
Nigga,
like it's blocking the
I'm hoping
where
so.
the beam hits it. You know what I mean?
Wait, did you ever take the cover off your PlayStation 4 and blow that shit out?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to blow some air or get a vacuum or something.
I would do that. And the second thing is do a full system restore on that motherfucker. Like reinstall the operating system from the jump, and then see if that. Because man, I'm gonna tell you, you might not think that shit worked, but I had my PlayStation kept losing connection, dog. That bitch kept disconnecting from the internet. Kept disconnecting from the internet. Wired now. This ain't wireless. This is wired, nigga.
Oh, yeah,
it kept saying LAN cable disconnected. Bro, I refreshed the fucking operating system, my nigga. That shit has not had a single issue since. These updates be fucking some shit up, dog. That's the reason why I'm telling you that. So you might want to do that shit too.
I'm trying everything.
If not,
nigga.
If not, wait for the PS5, my nigga.
I've been petting it and stroking it and shit. Like, you okay, girl? You okay? You okay? What did I name my shit?
You're gonna have to buy Last of Us and Ghost digitally,
nigga. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might be digital until the next gen because I'm not buying a new one, nigga. What did I name my shit?
That one makes sense.
Cleopatra. I forgot what I named my fucking PlayStation. It was something beautiful, but I was petting it and nigga. I'm telling you, I was putting a USB drive in the hole slow. Like, do you like it like this? Like, come on, work. You know what I'm saying? But nothing was happening, my nigga. So we'll see what it is. I'm gonna use a vacuum and see what that is. Clean it out. Reset the infrastructure. I did that before, so I might do it again. But I had a problem with my controller disconnecting. So when I would rebuild the whole database, the shit will work again. So I'm gonna try that shit because I haven't tried that either. So I'm gonna clean it and try that shit. But all right, y'all niggas, we out. I'll holler at y'all niggas later, man. Good show, nigga. Good Tuesday at the table, nigga. We'll see y'all niggas Friday for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Bitch ass niggas.
Peace.
We